here to play some games. So I guess let's play some games. So I guess I'll start off with an async or two, and then in between games we'll check for interest and see if people want to join in with some multiplayer, and if we have enough people, then we'll do that thing. And in the meantime, let's play a game, I guess. So a lot of I don't know how people are feeling about specific captains. I don't have like a discrete tier list set up really, but I do have a couple of favorites, captains that I know I like to play, even if I'm not sure how good they are. Jason is enjoyable because I feel like he can spiral completely out of control. And Wizard Headmaster I like a lot because I feel like I have a good plan with him. Like I know what I am doing when I pick this captain, right? Like my plan is pretty much set from the beginning. And there's better or worse variations on the plan, but I have a plan. And then Dr. Aegon is a bit harder to play with, I've found, because you kind of need to split between focusing on spells and focusing on your board. But I think Dr. Aegon also has a lot of potential power, so a lot of options here. How y'all feeling about these champs? Anything in particular you want to see? I don't know what my deck list is at for any of these. I feel like I've got them mostly set where I want them to be, although with the Wizard Headmaster, I am apparently doing some surprising things down here. Specifically, one of the things that I've been doing with the Wizard Headmaster is I am trying to reduce the number of mages in my deck so that I am more likely to roll specific mages at the various spell breakpoints with Headmaster. You haven't chosen Maximus and Electro Drake much. Electro Drake I like. Maximus I still I don't know what I'm doing with Maximus. Like I don't have a plan with him, so he's not as exciting to pick. He's just like a random unit will show up eventually later on, and it's like, okay. But like I don't know how to plan for it, and I don't have any particular thing that I am trying to accomplish with Maximus, so he's not as appealing to pick for me. Anyway, that said, why don't we start off with the Headmaster, since I know what I'm doing with the Headmaster, and he's somewhat easy to roll into a plan. So let's go. So of course the plan with the Headmaster, in case it wasn't clear, was start taking spells and then take spells forever. Since you will get more units just by casting spells. So it comes together eventually. Ideally, you can pick up a breadcrumbs early on, and that'll give you basically a free spell every round. It's not guaranteed that you'll get one, but like if you can get some early treasures, breadcrumb is really, really good early on with a Wizard Headmaster. In the meantime, my goal is just to stay alive. So I'm not picking Thorn, even though Thorn potentially sets me up for better boards later. I'm just picking stuff that has stats early on because I want to take it as little damage as possible in the first few turns. Jordy, Brindlegum, S Fusion, Tough Luck, and Almendra Vasca. No names I recognize. And of course, with a tougher early board, I can get some damage in on my opponents and maybe get something accomplished that way. I don't know. So Puck and Pix is an interesting choice here. I feel like for the first 2, 3, 4 something turns, Pix is actually better than Puck. Like, you are more likely to survive on those boards. And then past that, while they both approach irrelevance fairly quickly, Puck ends up being better because you need a little bit more damage in order to kill your opposing units. That said, I am going to start with Pix here. Hey, chance for a treasure, maybe. Sounds good to me. And of course, we want to get this set up in such a way that Pix is providing the buff to the highest power units so that they will stay alive longer. Good Pix board, good Pix board. Morgan's actually not a terrible pick here. I'm kind of into that. And none of these are particularly impressive, which is fine because I kind of want to take the spell anyway. I maybe should have taken, given that my first spell was Twilight. Twilight is like a pretty big buff for this early in the game. That would have been a good first spell to take, and then I could have taken one of these three with like a bigger buff on it. Like a 6/6 Karma Chameleon is a hell of a start. As it stands, though, we are just going to take this and continue buffing up. I don't think the Stepmother's going to stay long, but the Morgan has a chance of being in my party for long term. So we're going to buff up Morgan instead. Alright, we take ties. Hey, Chaos is a great pick. It feeds the Stepmother and it gives me a free spell. Who are we buffing? Still buffing Morgan Le Fay? Probably still buffing Morgan Le Fay. You know, rather than take the Twinkle Twinkle here, I think I want to take the Silver since it gives me another shop anyway. Between these two, I'm probably keeping Itsy Bitsy. So let's buff up that. And then Meet in a Tavern is fantastic here. Since it gives me not only my wizard, it also gives me one more free one. I might as well take it. And my wizard! I don't want this wizard. What a terrible wizard. It is better than Evil Stepmother, though, as far as wizards go. Ooh, Boundary Contract. Wand of Anger is great for me here, because I want to be casting a spell every turn anyway. So I love Bounty Contract, but Wand of Anger is better for me. Woof. Wow, what a nasty board. That Cutlass up at the start. What a huge beater. Alright, well, I mean, we're casting spells, right? That's exactly what we're doing here. Got a Punching Bag. I can replace probably the Foul Lich. Foul Lich is not doing a lot for me here. And some extra toughness on the Punching Bag's pretty good. Punxsutawney Phil is good enough for me to not take a spell this turn. Like, Phil is just very, very good. It's one of the most powerful units in terms of its long-term effect. Of course, that doesn't matter if he just attacks immediately. Bad luck. If they had attacked Phil there, I would have been doing a lot better. But also, they have, like, a really massive front line. Alright, well, now we gotta cast some spells, and, get our next mage. Whop it? Alright. It's a little late for Captain Ahab to ever do the thing, so put you in the back row and hope you survive. Damn it! I keep, they keep not attacking my Phil, which is unfortunate. Bad luck for me. I'll take the silver. I'm really hoping for another, like, shop reroll. So, Lost in the Woods or Pumpkin Spice. Those are probably better for me than anything else here. I don't think the treasure is particularly valuable, unfortunately. Hey, got the spice. Perfect. That'll get me my next mage, so we'll get a purple mage here, which is going to be great. I will keep rolling the silvers, though. Oh, Huff and Puff is actually great. On second thought, maybe I'll just take Huff and Puff. Yeah, maybe we just Huff and Puff and let the silver hang for longer. Iron Cast Dragon. I could replace the Punching Bag. I might actually replace Morgan here. This is like slightly bigger stats, and if I'm taking single target spells, this will get me common treasures, which is nice. So close. See, Phil sometimes does the thing. Oh god. Wow, I'm surprised I survived that. That dude was huge. The hell are you doing? Oh my god. See, this is wild, but also, let's silver Punxsutawney Phil? Is silvering Punxsutawney Phil more important to me than hitting the Ironcast Dragon? Probably not, actually. This is nice. And it gets me all wizards here, which is also nice. I want the two-headed wizard, but I want the Lost in the Woods more than I want the two-headed wizard. Wow, this is miserable. This is not the spell I was looking for. It's probably worth casting, though. Because it does get me the Wizard of Oz here. Sorry, Pix. You are a lot worse than the Wizard of Oz. Especially with the Magic Acorn. Magic Acorn was a nice find. It means Wizard buffs everybody in the front row. So I can put the Wizard furthest away. How rude. I can't believe they would attack my Moppet like that. Moppet has done actual no good so far. Poor Moppet sitting in the back row has not survived a single fight. Someday I'll get value out of this unit. Maybe. But it doesn't seem like today is that day. None of these particularly support casting more spells. And since I have Wizard of Oz, I kind of want to cast more spells. So we'll just Abracadabra and hope I get a reroll shop. None of these are a shop roll. Too bad. Over the Rainbow's not the worst. 3 bags full, not the worst either. How do I feel about common treasures? Not super good. I feel I can get a lot of common treasures just out of the Ironcast, so this will let me double buff something. I do not mind buffing up Punxsutawney Phil here. A Titania is not a poor choice either, but I'd rather have the other one. The King, Oberon. So I guess we'll just grab this. Ooh, Ogre Magi. Ogre Magi definitely better than Moppet here. Let's see, if I take the Ogre Magi, probably replacing the Moppet, and then I'd like to have it in the front row. So we put the Ironcast Dragon in the back? It's alright, and then Ironcast Dragon's probably getting replaced at some point. Yeah, alright. I think I am a lot more likely to get spell value out of Ogre Magi than I am out of Moppet. Moppet's not done anything yet. Oh, didn't even get the kill. Hey, Punxsutawney Phil did the thing for once. Go Phil. Yeah, see, Moppet still wouldn't have lived. God, Moppet. The potential for Moppet feels so high, and it just never does anything. Just never does anything. How do I feel about taking one of these over just casting Happily Ever After? I think I'm just casting Happily Ever After, and I'm hoping for a Kiss or a Through the Looking Glass for the dragon. This is not what I was looking for. Mop is always good. However, on this board, Mop is not super good. Mop is still going to be tiny. Alright, just silver the dragon. Get me the treasure. Give Wizard of Oz the slightly higher buff count. And this is not a winning board. This board is not scaling fast enough. Like, it got like really strong on turn 9 exactly, and then the longer I go on without finding anything that gives me more powerful scaling, the worse this is gonna be. Like, I don't even know that I'll get third the way this is set up right now. Like, I might just get knocked out immediately by this idiot. He had a giant back row the last time. And, yup, has a giant back row this time as well. I guess as long as everybody is attacking Punxsutawney Phil, I'm maybe doing okay. Nope. Game over, as expected. I called it. I called it. Just like I wrote it up. Alright, rest in peace. this is a relatively common wizard headmaster outcome. You know, you're just trying to cast spells, so your units aren't quite as strong. It gets a lot better if you find Merlin on your last mage instead of Wizard of Oz. Like, Wizard of Oz is okay, but Merlin's much, much better at that point. Especially if you can get it before turn 9. That said, sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. Alright, so who's around? How are people feeling? We want to do live lobbies? I think we probably still don't have that many people hanging out. But as people come in, you know, let me know if you want to do some multiplayer. We'll do some multiplayer. Otherwise, the asyncs will continue until morale improves. We got Indiana Clones, Trash Panda, and This Little Piggy. So, This Little Piggy's kind of a boring captain. That said, he's pretty good. Right? Like, just getting free shops is a very real benefit. And while This Little Piggy doesn't, like, automatically have, you know, a super scaling plan, just getting those extra shops is pretty powerful. I feel like there might not be enough, but you're up for it. Yeah, fair enough. That's kind of where I'm at. It doesn't sound like there's a lot of people around yet. But as people join up, if they want to play some live lobbies, then we'll do that eventually. So I think This Little Piggy is actually a pretty good captain, even if he's not, you know, sexy. Trash Panda, I think, is a lot of fun, but requires some real specific combos in order to do anything particularly impressive. I think Trash Panda has the potential to feed into, like, a big dragons build, and also can do some really weird things with, like, mimics and quest potions and stuff like that to get you just an absurd amount of higher level treasures early on. Or, like, you can mimic Lucky Treasure, and then an uncommon becomes a blue, purple. So yeah, an uncommon becomes a secret rare. If you actually get, like, exactly that setup. So Trash Panda, I think, has the potential to high roll and is a lot of fun to play around with. And Indiana Clones, the consensus is that Indiana Clones is terrible. I certainly have not done anything particularly impressive with Indiana Clones. Copying your treasures at turn 10 is potentially powerful, but you very rarely survive that long because you take a lot of losses in the beginning. Because you're just behind a unit on board for the first however many turns, right? 3 turns or whatever it is. So it's really tough for Indiana Clones to compete when you are coming into the mid game behind, almost always just a full heart behind. So Indiana Clones is difficult to do well with, I think. So yeah, I guess with all of that talk, I guess let's play some Trash Panda, because I think Trash Panda is fun to mess around with. I don't really have much of a direction for Trash Panda's side deck. I have, like, a bunch of the toy stuff. I have Link in there just in case, because sometimes Link scales and is incredible. And I have Hercules for exactly that same reason. Sometimes it scales and is incredible. And I don't really have any other direction here. Like, I feel like maybe I want to be doing dragon things. That said, actually, yeah, let's make room for some dragons. Let's do dragon things. Right? Trash Panda's just going to have a lot of the early treasures. Like, that's what Trash Panda is good at. So maybe taking treasure hoard units is a good direction to go. Kind of into it. But also toys is, like, a valid strategy while you're working your way up and there's not a lot of dragons early on. So we can focus on toys in the beginning, maybe get a brick monster to carry for a while, and then lean into dragons at the end. Seems like a plan. I see jealous stepsisters here, but I think we start with Aladdin instead. Sure. No, we take Pix. Pix is great for the first couple of turns. Who have we got? We got a Geppetto. We've got an Electro Drake. We've got this Animal. We've got a Wizard Headmaster. We've got a Dr. Aegon. And again, I don't recognize any of these names. Fine. Get in there. Let's see if my 2-4 can carry. Good enough. We take those. Hey, Mark Mages, how's it going? Laser Shark is one of those units that benefits a lot more from having Pix than from having Puck rather than Pix. Same with the Busted Bot, honestly. I might have wanted to try and aim for Puck here, just because I knew I was going to try and go for toys, and toys work a lot better with buffs to their power. If I'm still going for toys, the Busted Bot might be a good idea. But Evil Stepmother is also not a bad idea here, since getting some of those early treasures is exactly what this is about. Yeah, I think I want the quest unit more than I want the toy. Start working on her quest, or pick up the Daughter of Athena. Probably start working on her quest. Daughter of Athena doesn't do a whole lot. Get in there. And now we have, like, high toughness, 3-5, 3-4 with the Pix. That's pretty good. Get in there, flying monkey. Wow. Demolished. Absolutely cleaned up. I mean, the capture seems slightly off. It does seem slightly off. What have I done here? Hold on. That is a good point. Is that better? That is much better. I forgot that it, like, the way it does full screen is not like the right action ratio, aspect ratio. Action ratio? So I gotta manually set the window size in order for it to work out the way I want it to. This looks good enough, though. We are Trash Panda. A panda made of trash. And double something here. Double Curse Ring actually seems strong if we're going to be trying to play with the Evil Stepmother here. Double Star Shield doesn't do as much as I would want it to, and I don't know that I'm going to be taking too many spells, so I'm not sure about Master Scrolls. I think the Curse Ring is like, feels like a high roll, or like potential for a high roll. Heck yeah, get in there, Kanamari. Get him. Mordecon has potential, Jack in the Box has potential, Ahab has potential. I think without having already started with a toy, Mordecon's probably not going to get there, but I am quite happy to have Captain Ahab in here. We'll give him a shot. Maybe he'll do the thing. Captain Ahab is capable of doing the thing. Sometimes does it. Not often, but sometimes. Double Potion of Treasure Finding? Alright, let's do it. Let's get some quests done. I really hope Captain Ahab can pull it off now. Twinkle doesn't get me anywhere. Prince Charming might. Kind of a big hitter. Do I pumpkin spice latte to save my heart? Or do I think I just take the Aladdin, right? Like, more treasures? More treasures, more better? Is it time for Masterwork Scrolls? It's probably time for Robin's Hood. Robin Hood's bow. Like, I don't like the ones that center around spellcasting on Trash Panda because I keep focusing on trying to get units to try and get the treasures. This is potentially going to go poorly. This is going to be rough because there's going to be a lot of summons here. Oof. A lot of bigger summons. Yeah, see? It took too long. Like, we didn't kill enough stuff for Ahab to get the sleigh. Did get the sleigh, he just didn't get the quest. Angel of Mercy good here. That refills my heart. This is never getting accomplished. This quest. Like, I have to have this quest already completed in order for me to think that Shipshape Inspector is worth buying. And we are nowhere near completing this. I don't think I have no slot buffs at the moment, right? Yeah, I got nothing. So I can take Punching Bag as just a unit. I don't super like it here. I can take Puss in Boots as potential for getting another common treasure. Or I could take All for One just to buff my board very slightly. I don't like that either. Probably, so it's Punching Bag or Puss in Boots. Even with Trash Panda, I think aiming for common treasures probably not better than trying to get a rare treasure. So maybe just Punching Bag? Yeah, let's stick Punching Bag in the dock. So this is a pretty high health lobby at this point, right? I guess Bifaro's taken a couple of hits, but we have 2 full healths, and the Animal has only taken half a heart of damage so far. Geppetto's kicking ass, as Geppetto is wont to do. Oh boy. This is scary. Attack picks? Oh, I needed more than that. My picks isn't big enough for this. Ooh, I have double Relic of Antiquity? Okay, so maybe I'll be able to get the Shipshape quest at some point. That's fascinating. I kind of always feel like taking the silver is a good idea, especially on this champ, on this captain. Fire-breathing dragon? Oh, the problem with taking that silver is that triggers my Robin Hood's bow. Because this counts as a recruit, even if you dunk it. I feel like Pix is kind of out of usefulness at this point. So putting Fire-breathing dragon back here seems pretty good. Nothing here seems any good. I would love for Cowardly Lion to resolve this quest, but everything is just going to have more than 7 power at this point. Like, it's just way too late to put Cowardly Lion on the board and actually get any value out of it. So, Rose, just for the extra 1 health on the shop, seems like my best choice here. Like, none of them do anything, but maybe that one does a little bit less nothing. Hey. I don't super like any of these for my board. I guess the White Whale is actually not a bad pick, because giving my opponent's treasure doesn't matter in async. I think under most circumstances, I probably wouldn't pick White Whale. Like, in live lobbies, I definitely wouldn't pick White Whale. But in an async situation, White Whale is basically free, costs me nothing. So I'm kind of on board. Mockingbird? Huh. I do have some animals here, so a Mockingbird's not the worst idea. And this is like one of the last few turns. Well, I guess we can keep Captain Ahab around for a little bit longer, but like there's not so many more turns left for Captain Ahab to do the thing. Like, this might be his literal last opportunity to get his quest off. So I guess I could just peck some peppers. I don't know. I still don't know what I'm going for. Dragons? Are we going for dragons? I think I'm going for dragons. I think I could peck the fire-breathing dragon and hope to get some cool dragons next round. That seems reasonable here. I mean, it's not never, but the odds go down drastically to the point where he's not worth keeping around compared to something that'll scale more or just have more stats on it. Yeah, let's peck the dragon and set up for a dragon on turn 8. T-Ball is getting bopped. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna put Captain Ahab closer to the front because I think it's more likely that he'll get with the health so low on this Electro Drake. I think it's a lot more likely that he'll get it in the first slot than in the second slot. I don't think there's actually been any real changes in the past month. The most recent change has been the mop. The mop being introduced and then being nerfed within a couple of days. Yeah, look at this back row. Captain Ahab's not slaying. I mean, he can get like a kill, but it's not enough to get damage. Wow, you survived all this? Oh boy. You know, suddenly this Electric is looking scary. Even with their low health. They sure dealt full health damage to me. That's bad. Ah, if you haven't heard about the mop, you should hear about the mop. Yeah, Sorcerer's Mop. When they first released it, it doubled the health of any summoned unit. And that proved to be just way too goddamn strong. So now it adds its own stats to any summoned unit. And it's still really goddamn strong. Alright, it is Dragon's time. Get in here, Dragon. Magnificent first? Oh, this has a lot of potential, actually. Jasmine Dragon is a bigger dragon. And I do love bonus shops. But I'm not reliably getting bonus shops right now. I like the odds, though. And I will happily kiss a whale here. That sounds delightful. Hey, we got a dragon! Heck yeah. Treasure hoard for each dragon you've recruited this game. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we have a plan. I have achieved a plan. The plan is dragons. Sorcerer's Mop, speak of the devil. When you summon a character, give it my attack and health. So, this is the nerfed mop, which is still very, very good. None of these units are dragons, unfortunately. Yes, it is, in fact, ... good. It's obviously best in a toys build, but any build can benefit from tossing in a mop and like a nested dolls or something. Mop's also really good with Phil, who is already one of the more powerful units. So Mop does a lot of good work. I could buy the mop and replace Prince Charming as just a, like, well, realistically replace, yeah, no, replace Prince Charming as, just a, I don't know what units I am going to get in the future. Maybe this will do me some good. Yo, Big Trog. That is, in fact, what I am looking for. And more treasures. I'll take more treasures. Double twin shot is perfect. Exactly what I'm looking for. The Wishing Dragon. Okay. Wishing Dragon. Does Wishing Dragon replace the mop? Wishing Dragon actually replaces the Katamari. Bigger Trog, please. Plus 8. Yeah. Stick it there. Great. Love it. This is utterly incredible. How the hell do you get... Oh my god. Alright, we tied. That's fine. I just... Whew. Mecha Man popping out a mop and a nesting doll is the scariest thing I have ever seen in my life. Because then the mop gives itself its own bonus. Little Sad Trog's art isn't a door. Well, it's not going to be this. This is not going to be the final art, right? This is a sketch. Maybe they'll color this in and it'll be final, but it seems a lot more likely that they'll do something kind of more unique with it. All right. Well, we've got dragons, so I guess let's stay dragons. And this is a free shop because of Jasmine. Yo, should I double Lesser Mimic whenever I'm getting out a Trog? How about we do that thing? How about we get 3 big brass cannonballs? None of my dragons are villains. Otherwise, like, 3 KO stars would be amazing. But let's just go with 3 big brass cannonballs. That sounds great. That sounds delightful. And now Trog is enormous. Good heavens, look at this guy. It's a lot of balls. It is. It is larger than the usual number of balls. I should probably get the fire-breathing dragon in front, actually, now that I look at it. All right. I think we've done it. I think we're probably kicking some ass here. I think this is maybe not over yet, but pretty close. So let's find some way to pick up some treasures in the meantime, and yeah, this is in fact a way to pick up some treasures. Charming. No, thank you. Do not. I'll take double breadcrumbs though. That's kind of cool. None of you are dragons. Oh, I found a dragons. None of you are dragons. Yeah, more treasure. Treasure me, baby. All right, we got some bigger dragons here. This is mostly working out in my favor, I think. Big Trog certainly doing work here. I'm loving it. Oberon? None of you are dragons. Get out. They still are not dragons? They still are not dragons? This is so gross. Like, you just can't buy Prince Charming. He's just the worst. You can't help but notice that none of them are dragons. Do we just cast the spell? Lightning Bolt doesn't do anything. I don't think I want Conan on this board. Although this fire-breathing dragon is really not doing a lot. Maybe I bring in Conan, and Conan eventually gets me a treasure, hopefully. I'd believe that. Conan hopefully gets me a treasure. Get me a treasure, Conan. Hey, we found a dragon. I could TLG. If this was True Love's Kiss, I would snap kiss the Conan. But instead, I think I will just hire a dragon. And then another dragon. That's not a dragon. It's just Conan. Silvering Conan here is fine. But if I happily ever after my Ironcast, I get a free shop. So maybe let's do that. Ooh. Yeah, okay, this is worth. This is worth. Because Ironcast being golden means I start getting uncommon treasures instead of common, which is delightful. Wow, Geppetto got a Tiamat. Look at this idiot in the back. It's a good thing all of my units are enormous. Jesus Christ. What a set of treasures to get out of Tiamat. Okay, first off, parting gift Tiamat. Whatever. Just whatever, okay? You did it. Congratulations, I hate you. But then to get leftover pieces on Geppetto and the Ring of Power at the same time, like, this is a hell of a Hell of a set of treasures to pick up. None of you are dragons. Get out. Some of you are dragons, actually. Maybe I buy some of the... Maybe there's dragons I buy. Maybe I should buy a dragons. You go buy a dragons. This guy, I don't actually care about getting onto the board. I just want to golden him. Oh, Magnificent is a dragon. But also Mixo Macho on the Ironcast Dragon gets me another shop. Oh. And this makes everybody huge. Eureka on my Ironcast Dragon gets me another shop, so let's do that. More shops that might contain dragons. It's not a dragon, but it is another shop. Alright. Once again, not a dragon, but free treasure. I'll take it. So it's just me and Geppetto? How did Geppetto live this long? Are you kidding me? This idiot with his, like, double-digit strength units is gonna try and... You're approaching me? What do you think you're doing? Nothing in triple digits yet. I don't understand what this idiot thinks he's going to accomplish. When everything I have is huge. I mean, okay, yeah, you just keep summoning units, I guess. That's kind of cool. How many units are you going to summon? Like 80? Wow, triple now. No, still only 2, okay. Alright, Conan, what do you... Oh, boy. This is some of the goods. Wonderbox? How do I feel about Wonderbox? If I am single targeting my Ironcast Dragon, Wonderbox maybe does some pretty cool things. I feel like that's probably all I need here. I mean, I don't need anything, right? We've already won this lobby. This is the funniest, though. There is a dragon, but I want to get something cool for the Ironcast. Also, every single one of those Lost in the Woods that I take is another treasure hoard. So if I Fires of Ares on the Ironcast Dragon, it'll Fires of Ares everybody. That's cute. All right, let's go. And that'll be multiple hits of the Wand of Shielding. It's like a lot of little numbers that don't matter because Trog over here is 4 digits, but like, it's fun. And it's also 5 more hits for Treasure Hoard. Okay, no, it's pretty good, actually. Actually, it's pretty good. Yeah, let's double my next spell. How big a mistake am I making if I double True Love's Kiss my entire board? Not only True Love's Kiss everyone, double True Love's Kiss everyone. So my whole board will be secret rares once I'm done. I am giving up a bunch of value because of these dragons, right? Everybody's gonna lose all their treasure hoard. However, I will have a board full... You know what? I can't pass this up. I can't pass this up. It is exactly, Mark Mages. It is pretty bad, but it's funny. And how often do you get a board full of secret rares? Like, let's go. Let's go. Okay, we got Shadow. Oh, we're not going to keep Tiamat. Because he's going to transform again. No, I would have loved to have kept Tiamat there. Alright, Chip, and then... Echoing Fae. Okay, bonkers. This being an Echoing Fae is actually going to get wildly out of control. That's exciting. And now we're doubling on Conan. One more, so no Battled Star Galactica for me. Spirit of Vengeance, love it. Okay. Yep, this is how I want this to look. Probably like this, actually. Because if the last thing, if Shadow copies a Spirit of Vengeance, that's nutty also. So yes, this definitely made my board worse, and also doesn't matter, because we are so in control of this lobby. Like, look at these stats. This idiot can't do anything. Although this mop getting bigger and bigger every time it gets summoned is scary. One more round, and I think we wouldn't have had it anymore. I think we needed to get this kill here, because that mop summoning business was about to spiral wildly out of control. Although, my Spirit of Vengeance would have also spiraled wildly out of control. So I think it was fine. Hello, Devinock. How's it going? Yeah, I think it's a good thing we killed him here. I think it's a good thing we killed him here. Oh, Echoing Fae doing great work also, huh? Oh, I guess when the Spirit of Vengeance gains all that power and stuff, it goes straight to the Echoing Fae too? Oh, no. Oh, boy. How are the cards? They are certainly cards. We got Toto for the Wizard Headmaster. I don't care. And we got Kid Icarus for Sir Galahad. I don't care. All right, well, there's a few more people chatting in chat. So, what is the interest level for some synchronous lobbies? Who wants to play multiplayer? Devinox in. It's 1. I want to get to at least 4. Might be 2 day drinking. Hard disagree, Mark Mages. If anything, that is a good reason to play a few games. Like, unless you think you are going to literally fall asleep while staring at your phone, I recommend getting in on the shenanigans. But if we are at 3 right now, which looks to be the case, then I think I will take another async real quick. You play slow when tired or drunk? Oh, fair enough. All right. That is reasonable. And that is, of course, your decision to make. So not quite enough for to get started. So we'll toss out another async and see where things get to after that. All right, we got CEO, who is boring but has good early game. We got Skip, who is, I think, pretty good, but definitely high variance, right? Like, you can get a terrible first turn, or you can get a really great first turn. And there's Dungeon Master, who is just fun. I love Dungeon Master. I don't know how good Dungeon Master is. I haven't really been keeping track of, like, my win rates or anything. But Dungeon Master is a lot of fun. Because, well, treasures. Any captain that says treasure on it is going to be a lot of fun. So I guess if anybody has an opinion, I am willing to give that a shot. Otherwise, probably leaning towards Skip. I think I need more Skip experience. I haven't played with Skip too much. Alright, let's give Skip a shot. Let's see what your deck is like, buddy. What do I have unlocked for you? So one of the things that I have decided to do with Skip is I am making sure I am deliberately trying to not take common units other than Aladdin, because I want to make sure that I am taking uncommon units for his early shops. I think Skip is more interesting in being less obvious what to aim for. True. I mean, you want to aim for your first turn is the most dangerous, right? Because you have a lot of potential to just lose in the first round, which really sucks. But then you can start aiming for scaling a little bit early compared to other people, which I think is really interesting. Like, Skip has the potential to get an early True Love's Kiss that does ridiculous things. I don't know if there's any changes I want to make to this deck as it stands right now. I think most of these units are fine. Zarmina is fine. Raggedy Ann I'm not positive about. I think she's probably a little low power for the slot. I put in I Am Root for just raw stats, because I might just need raw stats on turn 4. And otherwise, like, I'm trying to lean into kind of a dragons thing, possibly with Mechanical Dragon. Or otherwise, I guess I could keep it. I don't super like Mordecon here, actually. There's better choices. There's nobody else that's good in green for in uncommon for just raw stats here, unfortunately, which is really what I'd like. But like Mecha Man, very good, and you know, other options are not so good. Could take Chaos. I'm not super happy with Chaos. I don't really want to be casting spells, right? Chaos and Mysteria both, like, they let you cast some spells, and that's not exactly what I want to be doing with my time. I want to be taking, you know, units ahead of other people so I can be getting, like, ramping up quicker. Moonshadow is not an unreasonable choice, especially with Zarmina here. Yeah, True Love's Kiss, definitely. But that only starts coming in the rare slot. And, like, I am not taking Chaos in order to try and get True Love's Kiss, right? Like, I want to roll more spells, but I don't think Chaos is the best way to do it. I think the final slot here, I'm kind of debating between Sinbad and Moonshadow. Sinbad is interesting because you get an epic treasure, but like, how often do you golden Sinbad? I don't know. Even with getting blues a little bit early. Honestly, 8-7 on a blue is not bad. Maybe I just take him because of his stats. Let's do this. Let's try this. This sounds like a deck. Here's the S Fusion again. I think on a different hero. Animal, Thing in the Ice, Clones, and Sparrow. Alright, here we go. Big turn 2. God damn it, Prince Charming. Man, I want Prince Charming to not be in my pool. I want to win this one. I want to get this heart back. We could start leaning into animals, actually. The hyena is not a bad choice here. Unfortunately, didn't give me a lot of good options. Let's meet in a tavern. Hopefully it's not a prince. It's not a prince. Cool. It was an animal. That's great, actually. Full trades. I'll take it. Ah, Cowardly Lion. This is finally the board in which Cowardly Lion is good. Ahab? Ahab might do the thing. Let's see if Ahab does the thing. This would be great if I could pull this off. Yo, Ahab did the thing! This is like the only time Ahab is good on turn 4. Turn 3, turn 4. Ring of the Magus? Probably not. Genie's Lamp, though. Genie's Lamp has a lot of potential. Genie's Lamp is potentially nutty. I don't think I need Lich King's Heart, although I love it. I think I take Genie's Lamp and then save it for stuff that gives me extra shops or True Love's Kiss. Shall we root? This is not a very good board. This is still not a very good board. If I'm just pitching something, it's probably Toady. Yeah, nothing here contributes in the way I need it to. Alright, get out of here. Good enough. Still winning fights. The Dreamer is here. I don't think we're going to be dreaming. Rudolph, as a quest unit, has some appeal. However, unfortunately, I can never fulfill this quest. I'm not summoning anything. I'm kind of into taking Karma Chameleon here, and hopefully I get the transform. Gonna give that a shot. Worse than the Minotaur, for sure, but that doesn't super matter. And I can start leveling up an Angel of Mercy, just in case I need it later on. Since we're not really doing any, like, Fae things for Peter Pan to really benefit here. Heck yeah, got the sleigh. I don't know what he's going to become, but hopefully something big and good. Stinky. Stinky's pretty big. I don't know about good, but Stinky's pretty big. Alright. Yo, this is looking like maybe a real animals board. Alright. I'm down to give this a shot. Let's see if you can do something. Midas Touch. Get out of here. You're fighting my last set of cards? Wow. Immediately into my ghost. That's cool. This is, nobody's ever told me that they fought my ghost before. So, I don't have a lot of insight to how likely that is or how often that happens. But that's cool. Yeah, I don't really want a Midas Touch. I don't want to waste my doubled spells on a Midas Touch. So I guess we just dunk Daisy here and start working on, like, I'm never putting her on my board, just never. So wow, that was easy. I think this Cowardly Lion is not long for this world. Like, I like having an animal here for Mockingbird and the Hungry Hyena, but I don't think Cowardly Lion is going to survive at this point. Apparently this is NetHack Nostalgia Week. Wow. Yeah, I think I take the Scarecrow here and see if I can finagle my way into getting a treasure sooner rather than later. Take some silvers here. Yo, we found the kiss! Stinky? Yeah, double kiss Stinky. Spirit of Vengeance. Alright, I accept. Well, that is terrible, but it's going to start getting a lot better very quickly. We don't need to double through the Looking Glass anything. In fact, I would rather replace some of these than through the Looking Glass them. For example. Yeah, I think the animals have served their purpose, and now we're doing literally anything but. Pretty good. There was a lot of back and forth there. Like, that could have turned out any number of different ways. But it worked out. Alright, the silver for Scarecrow. Are any of you mages? None of you are mages. So, Eureka doesn't get me an extra shop, unfortunately. I think I like taking Nesting Dolls over the Mockingbird. Because now if I get a mop, that's really good with the Nesting Dolls. And the Mockingbird is meh, kind of. Alright, and in fact, I think I can pick a peck on the dolls. And hope that my toy shop includes the mop next turn. That's got a lot of potential. And gets me my treasure here. My farewells are also hunts. Does sound kind of busted, doesn't it? Even trades. Alright. Yeah, I didn't get the thing I was looking for here, unfortunately. But we can start replacing this Scarecrow with literally anything. Still no mops. Come on. Where are my mops? Mop me! I would like some mop. None of this is doing anything for me. So I guess just dunk the Iron Cast as a purple. Rude. Yeah, this giant Captain Hook in the back row is definitely doing some work. I'm pretty happy with this so far. When do you hunt? Give your characters +3/+3. Alright. Sure, why not? This still hasn't given me better options for hunts, though. What do you have? You have a hunt? This counts? Interesting. I don't think this works, though. Like, I think when the Spirit of Vengeance hits someone, they don't... It doesn't... Like, this doesn't trigger. Even with the hunt ability. Too bad. You have a hunt that is never going to work because you have literally 9 attack. And I need Conan to stay around for a little bit longer. So, like, Merlin could replace the Mechanical Dragon here. That wouldn't be too bad. But I don't care. I don't care. I think I like the Mechanical Dragon better. Get out. Good job. None of these particularly impressive. I am looking for something to replace the Mechanical Dragon, but I haven't found it yet. It's not any of these, really. I think I may have found the thing I am replacing the Mechanical Dragon with. Get in there. May your hunt be successful. Yeah. Go, Gadget, Stroke of Midnight. Conan? Is it time for Abracadabra, actually? Nah. Let's level up Conan. Level up Toady? Get a giant dragon at some point? Aladdin's a little late to the party, but I guess potentially is a treasure later on. If I really want a common treasure at this point. But I don't know what else I'm going for. Like, nothing else is going to contribute, and Lightning Bolt is tiny. 20 damage is not a real amount of damage. Alright, Sir Francis Drake has done the thing. Well, has done a thing. Yo, Hand of Midas, let's go! Love Hand of Midas. All right, who's getting golded? It's the Snowball. All right, sure, whatever. Give me an uncommon treasure. Are we doing any... How have we gotten these buffs? Oh, those are the Hyena. That is no longer on this board, so none of this matters. So let's take Royal Invitation to make sure that Hand of Midas starts hitting legendaries. In that case, I never need to take a legendary because Hand of Midas will be golding a legendary every time. So get out of here, I guess. Looks like we're winning. We're doing pretty well here. This is promising. Replace Conan? Not that any of these do anything, so maybe don't replace Conan? Like, am I casting spells? I don't think I'm casting spells. None of these are mops. I can't help but notice. I sure wish any of these were mops. I should probably be doing this, honestly. Not that it makes too much of a difference right now. Yeah, none of these do anything. So, start with that. Pirate Dragon, Mage Hero. We've got a villain. We got one hero and one villain. And none of this super matters. All right, take Excalibur, whatever. Hey, the mop is here. All right, new plan. The new plan is mop. Get mopped. Oh, no Slay? Brutal. Get a little bit mopped. Big Nessie, take me home. This is like a okay. I would say this is like a mediocre board, except for this Spirit of Vengeance is actually like a really nice find. Getting the Spirit of Vengeance, I think it was what carried me. Although we had some big enough additional stuff, and then this like extremely late to the party Sorcerer's Mop Nesting Dolls combo. Like Sorcerer's Mop and Nesting Dolls is a great combo on its own, and then you get Gingerbread Oven, and it starts to make your mop a lot bigger, and that's when you really go off. Anyway, this went well, is what I'm saying. I collected a card for Trash Panda. What? Only one card? Skip didn't collect a card for themselves? Odd. Skip skipped his booster. I don't understand what just happened. I'm gonna have to go back and check the VOD and see whether or not this worked the way I think it did. But something is a little weird with what just happened. I feel like I should have gotten more out of that than I did. I'm glad it's recorded though, so I can go back and check and post it on the Discord if it's actually a problem. Anyway, how we doing? Hello everybody. How's it going? How's your day? I hope you're having a good time. Do we have enough people? We probably don't have enough people. We're probably like still relatively low on number of people hanging out. But if anybody wants to do the thing being play a multiplayer lobby, then speak up. Now is your chance to make your voice heard. I think we got multiple other people also hosting multiplayer lobbies. So, bigger streamers are maybe taking some of my market share. Curse you, horse thief. That's alright, we could just play some more asyncs. This is a good time. I enjoy kind of the slower pace of playing this on stream and talking through my options and going through all the bits and pieces. So this is all things that I'm not excited about. I am not excited about any of these captains. The collector I think is interesting, but not exciting. I guess out of these three, the Collector is the most exciting for me. Extra boosts when you collect treasures is great because I love collecting treasures. So the Collector is like very strongly wants to go into Mechanical Dragon and do dragon stuff because that's pretty good. King Arthur, of course, an early boost, and Indiana Clones just bad, I think. Just bad. Why does King Arthur look like he's 17? I mean, I've seen Sword in the Stone, so I'd be willing to believe that Arthur was a skinny young stripling, aka a twink. But, usually Arthur is depicted as a middle-aged knight, as opposed to this idiot. Alright, we're gonna go with Collector. What have I been doing with you, Mr. Collector? What are my options? I don't even have Mechanical Dragon unlocked for you? How can I even play with this captain without Mechanical Dragon unlocked? That's so cursed. Alright, well, I guess go with what I've got and see whether or not it's any good. I don't think it's any good. I think Collector needs a lot more cards than I have. So let's just play him and get some more cards. That seems reasonable. Early picks? Maybe early Stepmother to start on the treasures. Let's start getting treasures. That seems like a good idea. Oh no. Bopped. How dare they? Gingerbread House actually pretty cool here. Flying monkey? Maybe we can fly with the monkey? Maybe monkey fly is good? Keep him in the back row. Ha! Nice try, Puck. Yeah. Yeah? Minotaur or Katamari? I don't actually know. Like, Minotaur has much better stats, but Katamari can get bigger. I think I value the potential more than I value the actual higher stats, and I think that's bad. I think that is an incorrect valuation. I should probably just take the Minotaur, because I don't have anything keeping the Katamari alive. Shield? Shield would have kept the Katamari alive. Mimic? I don't think it's time for Mimic yet. Take the silver, because maybe that's a treasure later. Rudolph, as much as I love quests, you kind of can't do anything on this board, buddy. Not that anything else does anything on this board. Fowlich maybe does something on this board, right? Fowlich has the potential to get bigger than any of the units that I currently have. Puck also not the worst choice. I kind of like Puck here, actually. And then Jealous Stepsisters definitely goes off this turn, which is a lot of what I am looking for. Wand? Fortifications? I like fortifications here, actually. Just general power for everybody. And now it is difficult to replace these units because they are a little bit buffed. Gingerbread House really not going to be doing anything. But Pan Shadow, like, adding Pan Shadow to my board makes my board weaker. So if I want to take Pan Shadow here, I should just dunk it. I kind of want to take Pan Shadow here because I love these, like, Fey buff abilities. But maybe we go for the Chameleon? The Karma Chameleon? Daughter of Athena? I don't know how well this is going to work out if we take Daughter of Athena here. But, like, Jealous Stepsisters and Gingerbread House are both imminently replaceable. Probably start with the Jealous Stepsisters. Take Karma Chameleon and hope it slays? I don't know. Sounds dangerous. No, I'll go for it. It sounds fine. Maybe. Sounds maybe fine. We could take Ahab over, say, the Gingerbread House. It's not the worst idea. Since this has some growth potential and also some quest potential. And if I'm going to be doing random, like, growth things out here, let's do this. I want this Karma Chameleon to get that slay. Which it did not. Terrible news. Oh, heck yeah! Ahab's gonna do the thing! Wow, lucky. Genie's Lamp? Going into turn 5? It's a good time for Genie's Lamp, actually. This is not a kiss, but we should get a blue thing here to maybe kiss sooner rather than later. That's a lot of animals in the front row, though, so let's replace Ahab with Mama Bear. Okay, yes, let's just full animals. That sounds delightful. I don't know that Karma Chameleon is ever going to do the thing, but I think Karma Chameleon is a lot more likely to do the thing here than anywhere else with that low power. But Mama Bear will help with this. Just immediately monkeyed. How dare you? How dare you monkey my chameleon? Nothing particularly impressive happening here, but I kind of want to keep my animals. Cowardly Lion. Turn 6 is way too late for Cowardly Lion to do anything. Like, I love the idea. I love the energy there, but it's never happening. Katamari? Coming in a little weak. If we take the Katamari here. Katamari's competing with a 9-10. Just take the treasure and go. Can't really get Maverick and Icewing in there yet. Like, I am benefited very heavily by keeping everything as animals for now. Lucky chest? Like the idea of a lucky chest here. What if we get lucky with the lucky chest? Yo, the kiss, it's happening. Merlin. This is not the legendary I was looking for. It's not terrible, but it's not what I was looking for. This is very early for a Merlin, though. Just ridiculously early for a Merlin. So that's kind of cool. All right. Let's start Merlining. Frankie? I can bring in Frankie. And I kind of want Karma Chameleon to wait another round. Like, if Karma Chameleon slays on turn 9, then I get a secret rare out of him. But right now, if he slays, I only get a legendary. Only get a legendary. Alright, we're transitioning out of animals here, because I am finding more and more powerful units. But I guess I don't really mind. Sword of Oz, what is going on here? Alright, we need to get a kiss for this wizard. I guess instead, I will just double Lost in the Woods on Merlin. Yeah, that sounds delightful. Double Lost in the Woods. Here we go. Get me more shops. None of these are anything that I'm looking for. So we'll just keep casting spells, I suppose? I guess we'll just keep casting spells. Not that spell. A different spell. Not that spell either! I don't like any of these units, though. So yeah, alright. Just keep casting spells. Medusa. Wow. What a waste. Nope. Out. Not putting Medusa on my board. My Frankie's bigger than their Frankie. We're doing it. We're making it happen. It's not bad. I don't really know what I'm looking for here. I guess more kisses. More kisses would be ideal. Time to replace some of these big idiots, though. But they're huge. Do I want to put Oberon in? Oberon's not bad here. He's like a little small to start with, but he'll scale with Merlin, and plus 20 attack is a lot of attack. Yeah, alright. Get in there. Oh, but now Frankenstein's not in the back row, so this is maybe a bad idea. Well, we'll see how it goes. None of these are particularly appealing. Phil is great, but this is a little late for the party. So I guess we just cast the spell. When in doubt, cast the spell. Jeez. Big shark. None of these are appealing. When in doubt, cast the spell. Actually, Peter Pan's not a bad additional pull here. I only have just the Oberon, though. Yeah, just cast the spell. Yasmin? Yasmin Dragon? The lucky treasure. Could pull in the Scarecrow. I am still looking for a replacement for Mama Bear, but I'm kind of hoping that is a Through the Looking Glass as opposed to something that I'm just putting in and losing like 90% of my stats. Alright, not every single one of my attacks went into the idiot, but many of them did. Good thing Merlin is carrying me. Merlin's actually doing the work here. Like, I respect what Merlin is doing here. This is working out okay. Still nothing good, though. Nothing I want. So I guess we're just casting spells forever and hoping this carries. It's slowly starting to look less and less like it's going to carry, though. Like, we are getting outscaled. It is happening, unfortunately. Have to start taking units at some point. But none of these units do anything. Huff and Puff doesn't do anything either. Nothing does anything. This is a free treasure. Who do I overwrite in order to get a treasure? Like, I am hurting myself for this turn in order to get this treasure. Alright, rest in peace, Oberon. I will probably not miss you. Toy box? Gloves? Maybe gloves. Midas Throne doesn't do anything right now. It might eventually, but it doesn't right now. I'm not summoning enough toys for that to be a big deal, so I guess gloves. Maybe gloves will do something. We don't have a lot to steal here, but we'll give it a shot. Please stop attacking the Phil. Oh my god. Oh my god. Lost a 1 in 3. Lost a 1 in 3. Finally, Frankie attacks someone who's not Phil. Wow. Even with 2 attacks into the Phil, I still won that round. That's wild. My stats are that much better than yours? It's kind of crazy. I don't like any of these. I don't know that I super like the greed either. But also, Shipshape Inspector is doing actual nothing. So maybe let's put a two-headed wizard here. Ooh, Mixo Macho. That has potential. Where are the bigger units? I have once again not been paying attention to my opponent's board. As always. Best choice would have been front row center. Another lucky chest? Great. Please give to me the lucky chests. Yo, this doesn't do anything. Continue growing my Frankie, I guess. The mop. The mop doesn't do anything, unfortunately. Stroke of Midnight does. I'm a fan of Stroke of Midnight. That has potential. All right, so you, front row center. For Dirt Road, it's, yeah, the back left. Okay. Not that it's making too much of a difference. Like, we are kind of bopping this boy. They keep taking damage, and they keep not losing. Kind of impressive, actually. Heck yeah, give me that secret rare. It's on. World Shrub? Is World Shrub real here? It's good with Mama Bear, actually. Bottled Starlight also just very good. I think World Shrub doesn't break anything. Whereas Bottled Starlight is just big. How do I feel about just big as opposed to World Shrub, which gives me every single synergy forever? I do like synergies. Starlight's probably better. Plus 30 to everything is probably better for me here. Yeah, plus 30 definitely did the thing. Yeah, I just don't want to replace anything on my board, so I guess we'll just keep casting the spells. Treasure finding a little late to the party. Magic Acorn actually helps. Because it makes the Wizard of Oz hit all the things. Ooh, more spells? Don't mind if I do. Do I want to double Stroke of Midnight? Kinda, actually. Yeah, maybe we'll just double Stroke of Midnight. The same target twice. Okay, sure. Attack left, attack left, attack left. Thank you. Thank you. Good attack. Wow, get demolished, little guy. Get just destroyed. Alright, so now it's just me and the Melody. Oh, that's cute. Free legendary, double my hunts, or when you cast a spell, give a random character +1/+1. Given that I don't have any hunts, and a free legendary doesn't do much on this board, I guess it's Genie, even though that doesn't do much either. Like, I would not take a free legendary. I would not replace any of these idiots with a free legendary. Alright. Just keep casting spells, I guess. Yo, Master Rituals? That seems pretty good if all I'm doing is casting spells. I think we're big enough to get this kill. I think this might just be over. Attack the shark. He did not attack the shark. That's alright. Wizard of Oz will attack the shark. I think we got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Alright, I got 3 boosters here. Random booster, collector booster, and random booster. Not bad. Piggy? Party Pinata, sure. If you like toys. Geppetto's getting me 404s because I have played too much Geppetto. Yep, understandable. And my collector booster is Plunder Penny. Still not Mecha Dragon. Got some work to do there. All right, before we go too much further, I think I'm going to take my usual stream break here. And we'll check in if people want to play some games when I get back. So hang tight, folks, and I will see you in a bit. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you're enjoying yourselves. If you're new to the stream and having a good time, I definitely appreciate a follow. And we'll be back with more Once Upon a Galaxy in a moment. I have returned. Hello. Long break. You say that as if they're not all long breaks, Devanok. As if somehow this break was uniquely longer than any other break I've taken. Alas, for everybody involved, it was about average. But I am back, so we can play some more games. Y'all want to play some more games? I'm gonna do another async here, and we'll see if anything else happens once I'm done with that. What have we got? We got Drake, we got Maximus, and we got Chucky. Chucky, I think, is very good early game, and I haven't decided how much I like them late game. Maximus, I still don't know what I'm doing with Maximus. I think with Maximus you just play the game and hope that the random rare silver or the random legendary golden is bonkers and fits in with what you're already doing. At least the golden legendary is a free treasure, right? At 40 kills. But 40 kills is like turn 10, turn 11. Turn 10 if you're doing well. Later if you're not, although you're not surviving till later if you're not doing well. So it's like turn 10-ish. So like 10 or 11, I think. Which is it's not early is the point, right? Like you're never getting 40 kills on turn, 8. I mean, I guess you could, if you assume, right, turn 1 is 2 kills, turn 2 is 4 kills, and then turn 3 on is 5 kills each turn, right? If you assume you are just crushing the lobby on this idiot, then you have 6 kills by turn 3, 16 on turn 5, 26 on turn 7, 36 on turn 9. So on turn 10, assuming you have killed every single unit you are facing, then you could get your golden legendary. And if you have ever lost a fight, then it's even later than that. It's so late. It's so late. Anyway, I haven't played much Maximus, and I like Elecdrake, and I think Chucky is good early, and I don't know how I feel about him. So if there is one of these captains you want to see me try out, then, speak your piece or hold your peace, one or the other. Otherwise, I'll probably go with Elecdrake because I like Elecdrake. I just like Big Purple Dragon. What's not to like? Your last Maximus run got you a Fae out of nowhere. You mean like a Fae Queen? I guess a late fake, a random golden Fae Queen's not bad. Who do I have here? Like, what am I doing with you in order to make sure we get that deep into the game? I don't think Mechanical Dragon is right. On the other hand, I don't have a lot of options. I guess Toady is probably right, on account of you are extremely likely to pick up a legendary at some point. I'm not opposed to that. Alright, give it a shot. How do I feel about Aladdin versus Jealous Stepsisters? I think I like Aladdin better. Puck? We puckin'? We could puck. Ow. See, I'm already down one of my possible kills. Let's go Laser Shark. Let's go Laser Shark. Smee? I like Smee. Maybe Aladdin will get, like, extra power. Or maybe Aladdin will just die. Damn, dude. Damn, dude. This Dungeon Master is gonna be so strong. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's worrisome. -1 is still okay with Maximus. -1 is still turn 10. I don't like any of these. I never take Billy Bones. Maybe he's better than I'm giving him credit for. Next character you recruit has +5 attack. Is that like even a useful bonus? It seems so minor, ephemeral. Like it doesn't make him any bigger. I want him to get better. I don't want him to make my shop better. That's what Shanty is for. Not that I am taking Shanty. Maybe I'll try it. Maybe he's better than I'm giving him credit for. No, let's go with this. Shark can be second. And maybe Billy Bones can get some slays with the power of Smee behind him. Yeah, being a pirate is not as big a thing. Like, there's a lot of pirates out there. I'm not too worried about finding pirates. Do I like Snowball here instead of Laser Shark? Laser Shark has not gotten enormous. So maybe this is better. Like that. I like that. Sure, let's go with that. Got the kill. Oh no. I'm -1 again. We are now in turn 11 territory. Okay, yes, I guess I'll gold a Billy Bones. Cart? Gemstone Garden? Am I leaving slot buffs behind at all? I don't have anything that's giving slot buffs, but I can start finding things that give slot buffs. None of these things are those things that give slot buffs. Maybe Link good here? Maybe Link good here. Let's give that a shot. What if Link is good? Minus another 2. We're at 11 and 2. And also I'm down to 2 hearts. I'm starting to think I'm not going to be getting my legendary. Link rarely feels good to you? Man, Link is so busted if you get the right abilities. I am constantly chasing the Link World Shrub high. Alright, Smee has served his purpose. Jack Frost is going to be better from here on out. I could kiss this Snowball. I don't mind that. Hey, I found a fairy. That's pretty good. I definitely want to be buying fairies here. And we can be replacing Billy Bones. That's also okay. Buying more fairies. Kissing more fairies? I don't want to kiss the Sugar Plum Fairy. Because Sugar Plum Fairy is making my shop enormous. I think we actually are just not kissing anymore. I might buy Tink. That is permagrowth for Link. You know what? Let's do it. The other hand, we are still suffering. Minus another 2. We're down to 11 and 4. 2 blind mice, huh? I mean, this is going to be pretty big, actually. As is the Katamari, though. Well, eventually. As is the Katamari, eventually. Yo, fairies, it happened. It happened. We found 10 million fireflies. Link and 10 million fireflies is the combo. I think this is going to start to outscale the blind mice quickly. So, thanks for trying, blind mice. And now we just need every fairy. Like, anytime a fairy shows up in the shop, we just buy it. You don't replace Jack? Jack's a fairy. So that means that 10 million fireflies will be giving this bonus to Jack Frost. Also, Jack Frost's ability is going up every time Link gets a hit. Link gets a hunt. I'm still not getting slot buffs to work with the Gemstone Garden, which is sad. But don't know that you can do that with fairies. At any rate, none of this is really doing anything. What I do want is there is a blue treasure that gets you, makes your support abilities support everybody. So that is my biggest goal now, is to get that blue treasure. So if I don't find a fairy in the shop, I am buying a rare. I am buying a blue. Not Acorn, the pig one. It's everybody, not just the whole front row. So I am buying a blue. If I'm not buying a fairy, I am buying a blue. And if I'm not buying a blue, I'm hopefully trying to find a slot buff of some kind. Still no fairies, so buying a blue. Well, no hunt, unfortunately. Minus another one. We're at turn 12 now for my golden. Right? 15 left. So if I slay 5 here, that'll be into turn 9. I slay another 5, that'll be turn 10. On turn 10, I slay another 5. Oh, it'll be 11. Okay. Did I miscount then? I might have miscounted on Maximus. Anyway, I found a fairy, so I'm buying a fairy. Found a fairy, so I'm buying a fairy. This fairy can replace Jack Frost. Happily. Can also replace Tink, honestly. Because Tink's only giving +3/+3, that's kind of weak. And we need Link to be a lot bigger. Yes, Link got the sleigh. Those are some damn big mice. Fully agreed. Doesn't matter. That's true. If people have summons, that helps. I haven't run into any summons here yet, though. No Fae, so we buy a blue. No Fae, so we buy a blue. Link got the sleigh. Link got the hunt. Oh, yo, one summon. We've moved one up. We've moved ahead of schedule. Okay, yeah. So I will be getting this 10 and change on turn 11 is when I will be getting the thing. No fairies, but this is silver. No fairies, and Mop doesn't really do anything for me, unfortunately. Unless I want to go in on something else. So Bronze Goose is like closer to golden than not. Hell yes. +7/+7 to my team. And I'll take the treasure. All right. Magic Find. Magic Find is good. Your farewells are also hunts, doesn't matter. Your pirates have hunt, doesn't matter. So Magic Find. Link is quickly getting to the point where he will never get another sleigh. Unfortunately. Just into Punxsutawney. Every single attack into Punxsutawney, Phil. God damn it. Alright, at least I'm not dead. But that was really close. Yikes. Hey, look. Big Bahamut. It's not a fairy. I don't care. Do I care? I might care, actually. I just need to survive now. We might want to replace Jack Frost, which is a little sad. Wonderbox or Hand of Midas? Oh, jeez. This is actually a really tough choice. I wasn't expecting one with a secret rare to have it be a tough choice. I want to take Hand of Midas, but I don't know that I'll survive long enough to use it, right? Wonderbox, I don't know what I'm going to do with the Wonderbox is the thing. I guess if I Wonderbox into, like, Looking Glass, we're in some kind of cracked territory. That's gonna be pretty good. Because all of these have, like, plus 30, plus 40, whatever, plus a bunch on them. But all my synergy disappears. Even if I have some decent stats. Hand of Midas, on the other hand, assuming I survive past this turn, is going to be bonkers. Of course, Jack's Magic Beans is the surest way to survive past this turn. So this is not an easy choice in the least. Wonderbox is entirely dependent on whether or not I find good spells. And, like, okay, Wonderbox and a giant growth would be great. But otherwise, Wonderbox doesn't really do a whole lot for me. I guess Wonderbox into Through the Looking Glass would be pretty cracked. So it's but it's not enough. Like, I don't have the time to speculate, right? So if I'm speculating, it's Hand of Midas, and if I'm just trying to survive, it's Magic Beans. I think it's Magic Beans. Like, I really need to survive this round. All right, yeah, start bringing in something that's gonna do work here. Or I could Kiss Bahamut. Yo! All right, we're making it happen. And I replaced the Sugar Plum Fairy here just to have some stats on the board. Or I Looking Glass the Fairy? I think I Karma Chameleon the Fairy. Alright, we might be okay here. I haven't seen the Trash Panda's board in a while, so this could just completely slaughter me anyway. But getting a triple digits Pirate King seems like a good space to be. Turn 11 is still, like, not that big for turn 11. If this is a good board, I'm still just dead anyway. Ah, yep, it is a good board. I am just dead anyway. No, we traded. Okay, full trades. Yeah, this is the thing I was talking about. Widow's Web. This makes the support affect all characters on your board. Better than Acorn. Alright, yeah, let's get some fairies in there. Still some more fairies. This is pretty good, actually. Pirate King saved me. I got an Echoing Fae! Oh boy. That's a big find. That's a real big find. I don't know that Link is ever going to get any more Slays, so let's just get some stats on the board. Okay, I think we're going to be fine. Apparently, giving all your Fae everywhere +8/+8, Echoing Fae sees 10 million Fireflies, giving +8/+8 to all of the fairies in the shop pool as well. So, like, they gained, what, like 150 something from me buying a single fairy? I think we might be okay here. It's certainly possible that we are going to be okay. Yeah, Chameleon rolling into an Echoing Fae was perfect here. Absolutely perfect. Could not have been better. 745, 705. Over 200 for buying a Fae out of the shop. Find me another Fae. None of you are Fae. You did not do the thing. What the hell? Devonok, I've never heard that in my life. What? That's wild. Where are you? Where is this from? What meme is this? Like, I get the Sir Mix-a-Lot reference, but wow. I'm still looking for rares. I'm still looking for rares. If you can't give me anything else, give me rares. Damn it. Surprisingly good, Devonok. Please make it a thing. Turn this into something real. None of you are what I am looking for. Wow, none of you are what I'm looking for. This is a miserable shop. Get out of here. Alright, we buy Tink. God. Tink gives the Echoing Fae plus another 200. But Calypso gives me the treasure. I'll take the 200. I think we just take the 200 when we can. You know? You take what you can get when you can get it. Big dragon. Not big enough. Yo. All right, this is the money right here. Fae, Pirate Dragon. Fae, Pirate Dragon. None of them are heroes, are they? At least one of them's a pirate. All right, Black Pearl, get in there. This is garbage. You know, one of these days, that Pirate Dragon is gonna hit somebody that's not the other Pirate Dragon. None of these are fairies. Alright, let's double meet in a tavern. Maybe I'll get a fairy. You're not a fairy. Get out of here. You're also not a fairy. Get out of here. None of them are fairies, but at least we have a gold. It's not the thing I was looking for. I don't have farewells. Legendary spells? What are the legendary spells? Legendary spells are Toil and Trouble, Mixo Macho, Midnight. Nothing that gives me a new shop. I think I don't want Merlin's Tome. So Galactic Rock is the only one that actually does something here because we don't have any farewells. All right. Not that it matters because this is game over because this idiot is not getting through my 4-digit Echoing Fae. GG. Zarmina unlocked for Maximus. Is that relevant? Do I put Zarmina in my deck? She is a quest mob. Is that what I'm looking for? I don't know what that's... I have no idea what I'm looking for Maximus. Right? I don't actually know what I want to aim for with my Maximus deck building. Like, what's my goal with Maximus? I think my goal with Maximus is to survive to turn 10. And I'm not convinced that Zarmina helps with that. Not convinced that Zarmina does anything relevant to that. I have not unlocked the fun gal yet for Maximus. Otherwise, that might have been an unlock here. Help me lean into Link. Alright. Sorry, Zarmina. Not today. More asyncs? Do we have enough people around who want to play? I feel like the number of people hanging out here are pretty low. But, it also sounds like some of the other people that are posting lobbies are going to be done streaming soonish. So maybe we'll see other people trickling in? That's a thought. Feel the number hasn't... Yeah, I don't think the number's changed appreciably either. I think the number has not... If the number has changed, it has not gone up. Alright, let's run another async then. Once more into the breach. Alright, I love Animal and I love Sparrow, and Arthur is boring. Sparrow, obviously the hunt synergy doubles all your hunts, kind of nutty. Really, just really very good. Animal making all of your animals other types means that you go animals and you benefit from all of the other synergies, which is insane. If you get Link on a good animal board, then you just go straight to the moon. Right up to the moon. Sparrow's generally your fave. Every time you get Princess, you see almost no animals, get super sad. All right, so obviously I have to pick Princess Animal and show you how it's done, or also fail miserably and give you some Schadenfreude. One or the other. Well, we found some starting animals. Not that they're going to be doing a whole lot on their own. I'm a little in favor of picking Jealous Stepsisters just to get, like, try and get the treasure. But she's a little bit harder to get the treasure out of than the other two starting quests. So I think we'll start with Flying Monkey here. And yeah, Flying Monkey into Toto. So that'll get me one of the quest mobs on my next shop. And all of the animals fulfill the hero quest and the villain quest. So those are great ones to get early. Turn 1 in the books, done and dusted. Mastered? Yeah, we got Stepmother. Good. That's what I was looking for. And here, I want to take Fiverr here exactly, because that means my turn 3 shop is all animals. And that's where it starts to matter. I really want to start getting animals on turn 3 and up. I don't care so much about turn 1 and 2. So if this was like an earlier shop in turn 2, like the first shop in turn 2, I wouldn't be taking Fiverr. If this was a turn 1 shop, I wouldn't be taking Fiverr. But I'm taking Fiverr here because I really want Baby Bear and Hungry Hyena to show up as early as possible. Those are big deals. All trades, fine. None of the animals I'm looking for, you bastards. Cowardly Lion's not a bad choice, though. Because, I want this resolved, and turn 3 is as early as I'm going to get a shot at it. And Pan's Shadow is exactly the kind of thing I'm looking for. Because buffs from Fae also means buffs from animals. And my goal is to get animals buffing animals. So we're going to take Pan's Shadow here, replacing Stepmom. Getting my treasure. I actually don't want the lucky chest because my next treasure is probably going to be Cowardly Lion. So we're going to take Elven Tools, I guess? Yeah, I guess Elven Tools. But I want green treasure chests. There's 2 chests in green, two treasures in uncommon that I'm really on the lookout for. Assuming I can get there. Which, not always a safe assumption. Rudolph? I'm not doing any summoning yet. We're not there yet. Tink might get me where I want to be. Aha! Here's the hyena. Okay. So this is +2. Right? So this is where we start to go off. Now Hungry Hyena is +2 all of my slots. With Baby Bear, that'd be 1 and 1. And if I can get the green treasure that the Gemstone Garden, the one that makes your slot buffs give +2/+2 to that slot, then this is going exactly where I need it to. Until then, this is okay for now, although I'm looking for more scaling than I have. Oh, I see. We're just dying. That's what's happening. Everybody's still scaling faster than I am. It's unfortunate. Meet in a Tavern's not the worst choice here because I'm trying to find Mama Bear now. But Tink gets me closer to a green treasure. Yeah, we take Zarmina here. Zarmina's still an animal. None of these are animals, unfortunately. The goodie bag isn't the worst choice. But I think I want to grow my lion so that my lion has a better chance of getting the treasure. Well, that's never going to fly, is it? Still not getting there. Big laser shark. Pan's Shadow, please help. So now my hyena's slightly bigger, +3 attack each turn. Blackbird's Parrot actually really good here too, because it gives the same like extra slot bonuses on Slay, which is exactly what I'm looking for. I am looking for slot bonuses. Cowardly Lion. Party Pinata is interesting because this also counts for my animals. But I don't want to have a non-animal on the board. So Party Pinata, kind of not what I'm looking for here. Which means I'm actually going to buy... Oh no, we're taking the Angel of Mercy to fill up my heart. I would have bought Katamari if I hadn't needed the heart refill from the Angel of Mercy. Because Katamari's green, in fact, is the only reason why I'd be looking at that. But I need the heart refill. All right, starting to get some bigger slot buffs. Oh, hell yeah. Super Pan, start doing the thing. This is great. Super Pan here is great. I'm actually going to do this way. We're going to swap some stuff around here. And try and get the Cowardly Lion to quest this turn. That would be nice. Whew. Okay, we did it. This is painful. That's still a loss, but I got the quest off. All right, well, Pixie Dust is not a bad pickup here. Pixie Dust is almost as good a pickup as anything else. Now we can replace the Cowardly Lion with, for example, the Cheshire Cat. And then this Farewell is bonkers. So now I'm still looking for greens, but also I'm looking for purples, because if I could get Daisy Jones Locket on the Cheshire Cat, that's incredible. So yeah, this is going exactly where it needs to be. This is going really well. We are doing the thing that we are supposed to be doing, and it's working out so far. I didn't really get the treasures I was looking for, but the synergy is coming together in the way it's supposed to. I'm gonna still dig for more green treasures, though. Perfect. Now everybody's huge. Now we're definitely doing it. And Zarmina gets me a treasure. Widow's Web would be fine here. All of these are boring. Probably Gravity Well. Although the Co-Captain's Corsair has potential. I think an early Gravity Well is pretty good, actually. I'll probably just take this. 9 isn't super early, but it's better than almost anything else we have here. None of this is exciting, but this is gold. So we take that. Crow's Nest, unexciting. Merlin's Tome. Merlin's Tome actually pretty good here. Because if we start getting double-double, that's kind of bonkers with these slot sizes. Eureka also always good, since everything I have is a mage. Who am I leveling up here? Who am I most likely to keep on this board? The Hungry Hyena. Mop doesn't really do it. Mop does not do the trick. I might bring in Conan over, like, the Flying Monkey. Just to, get the quest, hopefully. But, it weakens my board a little bit to do that. Because then I'm not getting the Cheshire Cat bonus, and I need to find a new animal to replace him eventually. But it might be worth it just to try and get the quest. I don't know. I'm actually not sure. I'm actually not sure here. I think it's worth it. But that might be me overvaluing treasures. We'll try it out. We'll see. Okay, so one more hit with Conan is actually going to get the quest to go off. Wow, big fairy queen. Still not exactly what I'm looking for. Mixo Macho. Interesting. Who am I Mixo Machoing? I think it's still Hungry Hyena. Like, this is the only animal that I need to keep on this board. All of the other animals are somewhat interchangeable. Cheshire Cat's pretty good, but Zarmina and Blackbeard's Parrot can go. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yes, please. Okay, here we go. Now we are in it. Now we're doing it. Now we're making it happen. Guardian of the Grove plus all of the Fae buffers that I've taken so far means whenever my animal attacks, like, Guardian of the Grove is just cannonballs. Like, this unit is cannonballs. Wow, that is a big herc. And it doesn't matter. Well, it kind of matters, actually. That might matter a little bit. Actually has maybe some odds of mattering at some point in the near future. Alright, what are you getting me? Gingerbread Oven's not bad. Starstone's not bad. Statue of Olympus is not bad. None of these are the thing I was looking for, which is Excalibur or KO Star, because both of those just double my entire board. I guess in the meantime, it's probably Gingerbread Oven. It's mediocre. Hey, Baby Bear is here. +8, +7 each fight. Get in there. Sorry, Conan. You suck. Oh, it's probably Kraken time. It's time to get Kraken. I feel like if I take the Kraken here, it's going to weaken my board a little bit too much. Like, I love Kraken, I love the slot bonuses, but I think it actually weakens my board a little bit too much. What you got for me? Leftover Piece is actually still really good, but it's not the thing that I was looking for. Hey, I knocked out Thing in the Ice. Now we got somebody else to fight. Scar is all right, but not to replace any of the things I have. So keep on digging into purples. Punxsutawney, you're late to the party, buddy. I would like you on my board, but not to the point where I want to replace anything that I have. This cat is so big. Replacing him with a 6/5 feels miserable. It's probably still worth it, is the thing. Oh, wow. This is my only opposition now? It's just this guy? That's funny. How did that thing in the ice die without becoming something that wasn't thing in the ice? I guess when on their run, they never took a full heart of damage. So we killed them before they ever took a full heart of damage on their own personal run. Fascinating. Yeah, these are some big animals. But, like, I've got some big animals, too. Dubs Geppetto, huh? Oh! This is what the thing in the ice transformed into. Thing in the ice transformed into Dubs Geppetto. I get it. Well, they're dead now. Gone forever. So yeah, that is a... not even a high roll, honestly. That was a fairly average Animal game for me. That is what Animal usually looks like for me. Like, I don't always get first, but in terms of the kinds of things I was looking for and how well it came together, this is pretty average. This is not a high roll. It's not a low roll, definitely, but it's not a high roll. Sinbad, definitely not making it into my deck. Party Pinata for the Dragon Mom. Nope. Not a big deal. So, yeah. That's what you're looking for with Animal. That's pretty good. Again, not amazing, but, you know, pretty good. Should we ask the question? We could ask the question again. Do we have any more interest in a live lobby? I am happy to play with friends if friends have decided they want to play with me. Dev's still here, and Washot's probably still here. I don't know if anybody else has shown up is the thing, right? So if it's still just us three, then I'll play another async. But if other people have shown up and want to play some live lobbies, then I am here to play some live lobbies. I feel like it could happen because I think Horse Thief is like just about done streaming. So if people go looking for other Once Upon a Galaxy streams, maybe they'll happen into my humble store. But if it's not happening, it's not happening. So be it. Geppetto! I do love me some Geppetto. Dorothy's pretty cool. Melody, I don't really feel like I know how to play Melody super well. Maybe they'll raid me. I don't think they'll raid me. They might. It's not outside of the realm of possibility. I'm not super convinced they know who I am. I posted in the Discord, so maybe. That would be nice, but... anyway, I love Geppetto. As evidenced by me having fully completed his collection and there's no more cards to unlock. I think Dorothy is cool. And I don't really know how to play Melody. Could play Melody. Do I have Plunder Penny unlocked for Melody? I do have Plunder Penny. Okay. So this, it sounds like, is what Melody wants to do. Is Plunder Penny and then all sources of free spells. And then just play a bunch of spells. Right? So maybe we'll play with Melody just to get a little bit more Melody experience and see if it does anything cool. First turn Plunder Penny, exactly what I'm looking for. Get in there. Thorn? Probably Aladdin. Start gearing up for better treasures. Nobody I recognize here. Lost in the Woods is great. Lost in the Woods is great. I would love to get a Breadcrumbs. That would be a fantastic early start. I kind of want to take a Jack in the Box here just as like a meat shield? I don't know that it does anything. Like, maybe I'm better off taking the Daughter of Athena in order to try and get the treasure. Or just Flying Monkey for the stats. I kind of like Jack in the Box, though. It's a little bit of a niche pick. Like, I think it gets replaced fairly early. But it does help my, like, first couple of turn survivability, I think. While people still have X1s on the board. Yeah, this is some bad draws. Alright, Spider in. God damn it! Attack the 1/3. Why? Yep. While people still have X1s, Jack in the Box is great. Alright, so this is still just +4 attack, which I kind of just want to dunk that immediately onto Plunderpenny. But also, this gives me the tick over. And maybe we start getting, like, I hope I get another spell, the same spell I'm looking for. Spoonful of Sugar is not the spell I was looking for. Alright, this is kind of good. Pop a Mecha Man here? Just go full toys? Plunderpenny and toys? Come on, toys, do the thing. Heck yeah, you gotta slay. Oh my god, this is disgusting? Whoa! Skip, I'm so proud of you. This is such a cool strategy. Oh, I love this. Like, he basically only has one attacker because the Cowardly Lion is staying back and not attacking. And this dude died early. So he's just ranking up on the Tiger's Paw over and over. Like, this dude just has Slay +4/+4. That's incredible for this early. Wow, Skip. Skip's doing a thing. Okay, that's going to be scary. It's going to be scary sooner rather than later. Let's continue giving Plunderpenny more power. Spice me. Get spiced. Yeah, I can do that. It's fine. Okay. Who have I met in the tavern? Is it Tink? I will meet Tink in the tavern. That seems fine. Morgaia? Not opposed to Morgaia. Plunderpenny has exactly one Slay. This is 5/4. Jeez. Could be doing better, buddy. Could be doing better. Maybe now you will get your Slay. Yeah, got the Slay. But this is really weak still. Like, this is the only real power I have on this board. Everything else is really weak right now. You gotta do better. Is Lightning Bolt better? Lightning Bolt's pretty good. But I want to get more people on my board. More better people on my board. Punk? We take the Punk. ITT, we take the Punk. Oh no. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in trouble. Just every hit into the punching bag, making the punching bag even more of a problem. Jesus Christ, what a mess. That's miserable. Alright, maybe 2 random spells will fix this for me. +9, +7, that's pretty big. Okay. I accept. Oh, that wasn't super good. Make my mages better whenever I cast a spell. I do have a spell. I do have a mage. Maybe we can lean into the mages thing. I only have the one mage right now. Wow, none of these are mages or a spell I want to cast. Terrible news. Twinkle Twinkle, unfortunately, does nothing as the last spell of my shop. It's literally blank. Do I just dunk Boon Willow for the treasure to, like, start building up towards a gold? Do I take this even though it's literally blank because it's a spell and gives Plunder Penny +2/+2? All of this is terrible. Yeah, this Jack in the Box is really not doing anything either. We need something with stats back there. Rudolph might actually get his quest resolved at some point, since Mecha Man is here. Not opposed to this. Although maybe Daisy Jones is a better fit. Like, replace Jack in the Box, put Mecha Man in the back. Kind of like that plan, actually. +7/+4, huh? Off of the Silvery Moon. Now I got 2 pirates for Blackbeard's Parrot. This is maybe worth replacing Tink with. Yeah, let's go for it. And then hopefully Mecha Man over here can get a sleigh. Nice. That kind of did the thing. Hey, that super did the thing. And Tin Man got the quest? Yo, what a lucky proc. That's super good. Santa's Cookie's fun. Gravity Well also fun. Luckier Chest. Man, I'm happy with any of these 3, honestly. We're kind of moving away from the summons at this point, so I don't know that, like, Santa's Cookies is actually going to do anything. At least Gravity Well, I know it's going to do something. Same with Lucky Chest. Do I think I can get a secret rare out of the Luckier Chest? Because if so, that's totally worth it. And it's not like I have, you know, I have the health to kind of make it there. So... yeah, let's see if this does anything. Blessing of Athena. I do like Athena's Blessing. Let's keep on ranking up this slot. I want this slot to get bigger. I got Luckier Chest just in time to gold Plunder Penny. No. I probably actually take Daisy Jones here for the silver and hope to proc my Luckier Chest on a higher value character than Plunder Penny. Again with Athena's Blessing. I'm really looking for any of the AoEs, right? Like All for One or the rain, whatever it is that slot buffs the whole front row, or the star one. But like I haven't seen any of them. Those are where I feel like I'm going to be getting my real benefit, and I haven't seen any of those. Nice swap over here like this. Then maybe Daisy Jones will proc Mecha Man here. Oh, tried to, but there's no open slots to proc it into. Wow. That's funny. Ooh. Okay, we're doing it. Mop is happening. Ladies and gentlemen, mop is happening. The mop has occurred. Mop has been declared. Yeah. Mop and nesting dolls. I am happy with this. I am enthused at the possibilities here. I think I want to do this then. Maybe like this? That feels better. If this can slay, this is great. If not, then, well, it is what it is. Jeez, that's a big Jack in the Box. got like 4 or 5 different summons in a row. Man, maybe I should have taken Santa's cookies. Maybe Santa's cookies was the play. Again, Blessing of Athena. Come on, buddy. All right, if we are just getting slot buffs, then we need to put something in that slot that is going to get, like, repeated. Yeah, this is what we do. And then Plunder Penny can probably go at this point. Should probably trade her out for something else. Heck yeah! Finally, an AoE spell. That took a long time coming. And then Daisy Jones slaying into an extra Nesting Dolls proc is wild. All right, we're in business here. This is feeling like something is actually happening. This actually came together. This is pretty cool. Plunder Penny, I think your time has come. Thank you for your service. None of this is where I want to be. Like, Through the Looking Glass is great if my units are big and dumb, but at this point my units are like synergistic. They're, you know, doing relevant things. So I guess just toss a fairy, make my shop slightly bigger, and hope that I survive long enough to take advantage of it. Wow, that shop disappeared quickly. Or that enemy. Eureka? Oh, hell yeah. Always Eureka, the Sorcerer's Mop. This is great. This is better. Hey, Inkling, how's it going? Happily ever after? I could happily ever after my mop. Yeah, this is starting to get nuts. This is starting to get high value. Oh my god! I don't know how to fight that. We might be dead. This might be too much for me to face. Oh, I didn't get the mop buff on it. No. You're sick with the flu? Oh, I'm so sorry. Wow, that's miserable. All right, let's AoE. Let's make everybody bigger again. Man, I would really love any treasure to come up that is not a common. That would be great. That would be wonderful if that could be offered here. Alright, this is going to be fine. Although they also have a huge moth. Wow, that is scary. Everybody's huge. Oh no. It might be over. You weren't supposed to kill my mop there. Oh, this is definitely over. That's disgusting. Ooh, we had possibilities and they did not come together. All right, we have to do this. Get doubled, my friend. Listen, there's huge and there's huge, alright? Just because there's no Echoing Fae involved doesn't mean nobody else is allowed to be huge. I feel like I should be buffing my Sorcerer's Mop, not the dolls, but like, the slot buff is pretty good there. The giant wolf, I'm so scared. Oh no, you're not allowed to copy my dolls, you jerk. That's alright, at least his dolls are smaller. Whew, alright. We're maybe doing okay here. Where did this come from? Oh, I must have... The jealous stepsisters completed a quest. Oh no, alright, well... My recruits are farewells. That doesn't matter. My back row slots are slightly bigger. I guess I'll energize her. And that'll make Ring of the Magus better. and it'll just continue to not matter forever. It was just so bad. Man, I really need something that'll help. Okay, Shrink Tea might help. Shrink Tea has the possibility of being helpful. And now I get Daisy Jones. The turn after this, I was sitting on this thing for like 6-7 turns. The turn after it procs, I get Daisy Jones. Come on. Are you serious? Magic Finder, Gloves of Thieving. Probably Gloves of Thieving, but I really want to start maximizing this Energizer. So it would be cool if I got any additional treasures, you know, that did things. I would love it if treasures did things. Excuse me, you have 2 nesting dolls? What was this? Oh, we're so dead. Oh, it's so dead here. Hey, I got a Starstone out of it. Nice. Yeah, the amount of my surviving here is not looking super good. This is what I want. None of this is what I want. Like, this is all, like, you know, minor buffs to my board, and my opponent is doing exponential things. This is such a problem. Yeah, it's over. Rip! Rip! Rest in peace. Rest in Pepperino. Yeah, not getting through that giant big bad wolf. Good heavens. That's a big boy. How sad. That was a cool melody board though. That was a cool game. That did some things. That did some very cool things. Maverick and Icewing. Maybe someday. Well. Cool. Cool. Let's go again, I guess. Have we reached critical mass? Inkling has shown up. Inkling, do you want to play? Inkling, do you like video games? Would you like to play a game with me? Yes? Oh, wow, great news. Okay, so I think that might be enough to do at least a 4-person lobby. And then we can put a code in the Discord and see if anybody shows up. So if we have 4 here, I'm willing to start that up. And then we can maybe play some games and see what happens. Is Noirshot still around? Do we have, in addition to Devonok, Inkling, and I, do we have one more person? Because that's enough for me to sit here for a couple of minutes and start up a lobby. If it's just the 3 of us, I'll do another couple of asyncs. And we'll see whether or not somebody else shows up. Oh, Noirshot's here. Okay, okay. The synth voice from War Games. I don't want to play Tic-Tac-Toe, though. Tic-Tac-Toe is a boring game. I would also not like to play Thermonuclear War, because nobody wins that one. That sounds like we have enough people. All right, let's go. I am going to host a lobby. Get on in here, kids. Requesting a new lobby. How long are you going to be requesting a new lobby? This is egregious. Try again. Here we go. UHDA. Orda. Alright, I'll put this one in the Discord and see if people want to join it. We got it all on UHDA, yep. Don't touch that dial. I'll let this sit for like a couple of minutes, maybe a minute or so ish. I think I know how to time a minute. I still have a timer running. And if we get some people, then great. And if we don't, then we can run it as is, and there'll just be 2 bots in the mix. Or, yeah, we can just... I'm okay with running it as is. We can run it with 2 bots and just play with us. And see what happens. So I'll give it another... some number of seconds. I'll give it another some number of seconds. X number of seconds. No, the Discord not immediately delivering. I attempted to summon gamers from the internet and it's not working. Why aren't all my desires immediately fulfilled by the internet? Alas. All right, whatever. We'll launch this one and see if more people join up for a future one. The internet is a cursed place. But I'm supposed to be able to summon everything I want from the internet. What am I doing here? Wizard Headmaster has a plan. Dr. Aegon does not have a plan, but is interesting nonetheless. Let's go with Dr. Aegon. Let's get my quick loss out of the way. No. We'll do Wizard Headmaster. For my first lobby, I want to at least have a sense of a plan. I want to feel like I know what I'm doing here. I don't want to lose immediately. I don't want to be out on turn 4. I want to feel like I have some agency here and some long-term potential. But yeah, this isn't changing. Although I'm not super happy with Moppet. Let's see. Aladdin in. Maybe Aladdin gets me somewhere. Spider in. Maybe Spider gets me somewhere. And our 2 bots are Hades and Lil Genie. Inkling on Jason. And Wash Shot on Thing in the Ice. And Devonok on Who's Who. Take your 1 heart or half heart damage and like it. This is not getting me anywhere in particular. I do not like any of these options. Maybe Laser Shark is the best possibility here? Oh, this is no good. This is no good at all. Take Mysterious Egg, deliberately lose this fight, and hopefully we get into something better later on. You didn't like it? That's not what I said. You were supposed to like it. Back to the drawing board, I guess. What if instead of causing you a half heart of damage, I just lost all the time? I think the new plan is I am just going to lose. We'll see how well that works for me. Oh, I'm definitely losing this fight. Look at all that toughness. Oh my god. Oh, the full heart of damage. No. How dare you come in with a 1-5? That's so rude. All right, let's meet in a tavern. That's okay. Bigger egg? Egg now has power? Okay, this has possibility. This is maybe okay. We might be able to get something done here. Let's see. All right. This is a good start. That is painful. Oh, but good enough. Death to Hades. All right, we're making it happen. Ladies and gentlemen, it is happening. Give me a wizard. Who is my wizard? Rudolph the Red. What a wizard. Not the most ideal of wizards. I've seen better wizards, is the point I'm trying to make. Presence of Gaia? Take the gold? Maybe take the gold. Choices. Actual choices here. Take the gold. Yes, scrolls. Scrolls, thank you, scrolls. Good scrolls. Good scrolls. And now I just need to not take a full heart of damage here. And then I will start to have my own advantage once the Mysterious Egg flips. Alright, odds are good that I do not take a full heart of damage. Okay, taking no damage also okay. Wow, double Geppetto. Oof. Double Geppetto? That's potentially very scary. Hello, Magnificent. Please become a bigger witch. Pied Piper? That's not what I wanted at all. Forts? Drafty windows? Maybe drafty window, because that works real well with chaos. Both of these are a treasure, so I guess I'll just get a treasure. Except it's better if the treasure is also a spell. Twin shot, heck yeah. Man, Pied Piper. This is like such a weak pull here. My whole board is animals and Pied Piper is doing nothing. God, what if this were Grove? What if this were Guardian of the Grove? What if this were the other animal synergy? I would be kicking so much ass here. I guess this Fowlich is kind of kicking ass, so maybe we're okay. But like, man. Two-headed wizard, love it. Also with the drafty window, this is working out okay. This is working out just fine. I don't think I actually add you to my board though. No, I do. You're not getting the Pied Piper buff, but you are going to be getting buffs from the spells, so this is going to be worth it. All for one? All for one is not the spells I want. All hands on deck? Is that the spells I want? It's not bad. Medusa, definitely not the mage I am looking for. Get out of here, Medusa. Okay, this is starting to look a little better. Yeah, let's shape it like that. This is starting to look like maybe I can accomplish things with this board. This is actually starting to look kind of nutty. This is turn 6. This is not a healthy turn 6 board. This is kind of bonkers, actually. Alright, let's see if everybody else is outscaling me or not. Still have a full lobby. Is anybody down to 1 heart? The bots are very much suffering. The poor bots! Just beating up on bots? So cruel. You're not outscaling me. My sympathies. Yeah, you're really not. You're not there yet. I guess this one turned out pretty okay for me. This is doing all right. Let's see if I can get a better wizard. Yo, do I bring in Mama Bear? Do I actually take a turn off of casting a spell in order to bring in Mama Bear? She might be worth. The slot bonuses are nice. Rudolph is never going to give me the quest. I think it's worth. It's a little bit, this is a little bit lower stats, and it slows my spell progression a little bit. But I start getting the +2 every turn, which is not bad at all. And that double dips on Pied Piper, which is kind of cool. Alright, well, I'm definitely kicking butt here, but everything has such low toughness. I don't even know if I can kiss the Pied Piper anymore. The Pied Piper is adding so much power to my board because I have all of these other animals. On the other hand, it's a secret rare. How can I can't turn down a secret rare. This is probably like a 20%, 80% play. Like, this is probably 20% to be good for me, but I can't turn down a secret rare. Yo, it's Echoing Fae. Alright, I'm on board. Huff and Puff? Kiss? More kisses? Who would I kiss? I gotta get some people in here to kiss. This is... Yeah, without the Piper, the animals part of this board is pretty weak. Alright, well this is really good with the Echoing Fae. So if that manages to pull it off. Mop? Are we mopping? Who's mopping? I guess I could take it as like a potential thing. It's, you know, slightly higher power than the thing that I had there, which is not going to be doing much anymore. Oh, heck yeah. The puff happened. The Fae is big. Go Gadget Echoing Fae. Do the thing. Alright, now we have to find ways of getting more power and toughness. Like ways of actually scaling power and toughness here. Anything summonable is going to be great here. None of these are that thing. So I guess we just silver the mop. None of these... Oh, this kind of is that thing. Replace the Foul Lich or replace the Shark? Probably the Lich. Ah, we knocked out both of the bots. The bots are gone. Excellent. Good job, team. So now it's like Echoing Fae is double dipping on the Sorcerer's Mop for the Mockingbird. Like this has the potential to be pretty good. Scared? You should be. I think my board is actually worse having gotten the Echoing Fae instead of the Pied Piper. Well, not anymore. Now that I've gotten Sorcerer's Mop doing literally anything, not anymore. I'm probably actually just scarier now. Goodie Bag, replacing one of my big things. I kind of don't like that. Maybe we'll make someone greedy. Cast a spell. Yeah, I want my mop to be big. See if I can make my mop get bigger. None of these things make my mop any bigger. That's sad for me. Alright, keep on digging for legendary treasures. I really would just want gingerbread. Gingerbread is the best treasure. Big stinks. Heck yeah, Stinky. Get there. Oh, yeah, nobody else is doing anything. Okay, so the fact that I did anything, even if it's not amazing, means I'm probably running this lobby. Unfortunately for everybody else, nothing else is occurring. Yeah, maybe some double doubles will do things later. That would be great. This is actually not a bad idea to just hit the mop with the giant growth here. As opposed to digging for silvers. Kinda like this. Couldn't get the face energy to line up. Yeah, it happens sometimes. It can be tough to do. Like, Link is a little bit of... Whoa! Holy crap! Inkling, what did you do? It might be over. Go left, go left, go left. Damn it. Needed you to not do exactly that thing that you just did. This was Inkling's board, right? Or was that Gnawshot? With a double Geppetto? Okay, we need some more scaling for that Echoing Fae. I kind of desperately need a nesting. This is not the worst take here. Oh, no, we just double the Echoing Fae. No, this is better. You've kind of got it together, Nwasha. You definitely appear to have assembled a build. It sure looks like you're doing something relevant. Yeah, and me sitting here attacking Punxsutawney Phil isn't going to get me very far either. Right, if I just keep attacking Phil, that's bad for me. Go left? Heck yeah. This is so bad. Oh my god. Oh, and Bottled Starlight? Yeah, you're really doing it. You are doing it in a way that I am not. I am currently not doing it. This doesn't make anything better here. None of this makes anything better. Go for the gold. Go for the legendary. Oh, none of this makes anything better. If I survive one, this is going to be huge. Oh, I didn't even position that right. That actually lined up literally as well as it possibly could have. I don't know if it's going to be enough. Oh my god! We in there? Okay. I'm given that survival, I have a shot. I have a decent shot at running this. Like, the fact that I got my Sorcerer's Mop up this big means this probably is going to work out well for me. And this Nesting Dolls is a hell of a find here. Nothing here does anything. Yeah, because this is a bunch more triggers on the mop for the Fae, which is beautiful. Like, it doesn't even matter the buff that I'm giving to the dolls. What matters is that the Fae is getting bigger and bigger and bigger with every summon. Wow, wow, wow. I was worried. I was worried. You put together a real build by the end, Washat. I think I got lucky that it worked out. Like, moving my mop so the Mixo Macho hit a bigger target, and then having the Mockingbird be the first hit afterwards, so that the mop triggered off of the Mockingbird and got the Fae bigger, was enormous. It was enormous. This is like all really good luck that lined up exactly the way it needed to in order for me to survive that round. And surviving that round meant I had it for the next round. Dang. Good fight. Good fight. Good fight. Let's go again. Let's go again. M9RX. Who's in for some M9RX? All right, I have also posted in the Discord. We'll see if we get some joiners from the internet. Welcome, target. Room for one more. I'll give it another minute. And if it fills, then Yahtzee, and if not, then we'll just go. Man, I'm still kind of speechless over how that last one went. It was such a, like, it was such a comeback. I definitely felt like I was behind. So I'm really surprised with how that one turned out. Good round, though. Good round. All right, nobody's showing up for the last slot, so let's just go. Here we go. Good luck, everybody. Do your best. Scott Jackson. I can't turn this down. I can't turn down Jack Sparrow. Let's go. Let's go hunt some idiots. Cannot turn down the Sparrow. We need to change anything here? I should have Plunder Penny in here, actually. Should maybe have Mecha Man in here also. But I don't want to, like, pull too far from Link. Why do I have Maverick and Icewing? Get out of there. It's probably better. Terrible captain choices, my sympathies. This is not a whole lot, but maybe it'll get something done. And we've got our bot Jason over here. Inkling on Dungeon Master. I like Dungeon Master. You don't like Dungeon Master? I love anything that buffs my treasures. Last shots on Ganondorf. Targets on the Trash Panda. Devinox on Animal. Yep. Dungeon Master for Inkling. Alright, with Plunder Penny and Jack in the Box, this is feeling like a little bit better here. But I still haven't hunted at all. 0 hunts have occurred. I want the treasure more than I want Jill. Star Shield? Star Shield's kind of real. Keep my my front idiot alive so that they can hunt. Bring in the Pirate. Unfortunately, it means my Jack in the Box is out in the cold here. But, like, both of these idiots desperately need the extra power. Actually, I could do this and not feel too bad about it. 4s are still probably going to hit this early. Heck yeah. Man, I really need to get a contract. That would be great here. Silvery Moon. I don't like any of these options. Tink? Tink over the Minotaur? Katamari over anything? Silver something? Maybe Silver the Pirate? Continue the growth? Get bigger? Take Silvers. The Prince? I don't think I want the Prince. Turn Aladdin into potentially treasure later. Jason getting dunked on. Poor Jason. Yes, the hunt. The hunt is on. We are hunting. I think Plunder Penny has to go. I think she's not delivering here. This is kind of cool, though. Silver the Fill? Maybe. It's not like Fairy Dragon's going to do anything. Man, none of this is going to do anything. Nameless one over the Minotaur is actually not that bad. We could get a back row hunt here. That would be pretty cool. Try and keep Phil alive for a while. The Jack in the Box here. This is at this point probably lagging behind. Even with the puck, like it's just 5. It's kind of just is what it is, which is not quite enough to really do anything anymore. Nice. Nice hunt. Nice hunt. Mecha Man maybe does more in that slot. Nameless one. Honestly, this has potential, right? Because if you... Oh, what if you get transformed? That would be sick. That would be so good. Goodie bag over Jack in the Box? Kind of like that, actually. Nothing else here does anything. Lightning Bolt does something, actually. Lightning Bolt definitely does something. This is more possibility. I like having Mecha Man here, actually. Goodie Bag is bigger, but Mecha Man has Hunt. Not like the Hunt's that big a deal. Yeah, alright, just more Goodie Bag. Get that big bag. Yo, turn that big bag into something diamond. Sparkles? Okay. We could Sparkles. Down to get some Sparkles. Clean. Pyrat, I like gold. I like gold. Give me some treasures. I really hope I get to golden in this one. That would be super cool. Make my shop bigger. Bigger shop sounds delightful also. Is Puck doing anything at this juncture? Is Puck doing anything? Plus 3 attack to Punks, I guess? It's not much, but the Hedgehog doesn't, or the Groundhog doesn't have anything else. I guess a Mockingbird is maybe a better pick here. This has more potential, I think, for doing something good. Fighting Noishot's evil twin. I guess Noishot for real is facing Inkling. Oh no, that is a very early mop. Oh, that's disgusting. This is not likely to go well for me. This is likely to go extremely poorly for me. Yep. Damn, Noishot, what are you doing? How are you doing this? Oh, you Ganondorf. You Ganondorf for mop. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, actually. If you've been building towards that mop this entire game, that makes a lot of sense. That's real dangerous. That is extremely dangerous. Do I want Blessing? Captain choice is true. Alright, what am I looking for here? More pirates? I guess pirates over anything else. So I should peck my Pyrat. And maybe we'll get some cool pirates next shop. That's actually, this is a good time for that. Maybe my my legendary shop will have a bunch of pirates in it. That would be great. Oh, we're gonna get steamrolled. Damn it. Run into Noishot twice in a row. I guess one was the evil twin, but oh my god, yeah. Nesting Dolls in the mop, it's over. It's so over. It's Jover. It's Ogre. Unless all you do is attack Punxsutawney Phil forever. In which case, I still die, but maybe not as badly as I could have otherwise died. What the hell? How are do you have like... How did that pop into 2 things? You don't have like a parting gift or something that I didn't see. That is kind of crazy. I don't know what just happened there. Sure was bad for me though. This is not the pirate I was looking for. This is also not the pirate I was looking for. And this is an animal, which is not the pirate I was looking for. Alright, well, at least we can get some stats on my board. I'm okay with that. Oh, or I could just kiss Nessie. Echoing Fae? Is that real? I don't know if this is real. It's possible. Oof, the Trash Panda got Goodie Bag Sorcerer's Mop. Yeah, okay, that's pretty good. Alright, well... Not dead yet. This is a heck of a start though. Leftover pieces is pretty good. Oh no. If they get Nesting Dolls, it's really over. That's gonna be a big problem. Down came the rain? I need to find something to scale with my Echoing Fae now that I have an Echoing Fae. Is it the parrot? I don't think it's the parrot. I don't know what it is, but I don't think it's the parrot. Fairy Queen? Fairy Queen doesn't really do anything. Innkeeper? Maybe. Maybe Innkeeper here can do a thing. No, let's just get another shop. Let's find something better. This is not it. Maybe find something better. None of this is a new shop. Heck. Okay, so we giant growth something and get a little bit of value for right now and hope that parlays itself into something better later. Watch Shot's Evil Twin. I don't think it's going to do it, but let's find out. No, I really need to get these hunts. I really need to actually get these kills. Didn't have enough to take out the dolls. And they were tiny too. The mop hasn't scaled them yet. All right, so there's still a chance. There's still a chance is what I'm hearing. Okay, this might be it. This might be what I was looking for. This has a lot of potential, actually. We found some animals. Punxsutawney Phil is guaranteed an attack. And Mockingbird is probably guaranteed an attack from that slot. And each of those attacks is +20/+20 for my Fae. So, like, decent odds that I survive. And if I survive, I'm probably doing okay. Yeah, Golden Mecha Man is nutty. Golden Mecha Man's very good. Heck yeah. All right. I survived. I survived. I got that half heart. Yo, we might be there. We might be in there. We might be okay here. None of this helps, unfortunately. None of this helps either. I guess I just presence? I presence and hope that that turns into something real here? Target's Evil Twin? No, I didn't even get close on this last time. I mean, I guess it was like a little close. If they keep attacking Phil, that's great for me. Alright. Alright! I got my heart back. That's good. Show me treasure. Show me treasure. Yo, Bo Peep's Crook actually good here. That's +8/+8 to each of the animals, which is +32/+32 to my Fae. Take that. None of these do anything, unfortunately. This is an animal, but it's not better than any of the existing animals, which is a bummer. I would love to Looking Glass my Pyrat. I want my Pyrat to be something more relevant. But alas, that's not where we're at. Alright, Nwashot. Not sure who Target's going to be facing here. Oh, your mop board is going to be ridiculous. I faced Target like 2 or 3 times in a row. I have no idea what your board looks like anymore. How scary is this going to be? Look, I am getting some growth through Guardian of the Grove, but I don't know that it's necessarily enough. It feels like my bonuses are still pretty small here. Almost no change. Okay, well, that happens sometimes. Still a pretty nasty looking board. Like, my Echoing Fae is getting kind of big, but I still don't think that's big enough to survive this mess. Wow. Barely big enough to evenly trade. Okay, I'll take it. Like, that was still, you know, that could have gone either way. There's still a lot of luck there. None of this is any good. Is there any particular treasure I'm looking for? Any particular rarity? Not that I can think of off the top of my head. I don't know what I want here. What do I want here? None of this is going onto my board. So let's just take the highest rarity because I don't know what I want. Frankenstein's Doctor might be real if I had the right treasure. Unfortunately, I don't. Maybe I peppers? Make sure I get some animals, assuming I survive? Target's evil twin. Oh my god, what have you done? What? Oh, I see. I see. Wonderbox. Wonderbox is what has occurred here. Some wonderboxing has happened. Yeah, okay. No, I will take my half heart there. That's fine. You've probably got this lobby. Found a wonderbox and then kissed. That's so mean. Man, if I thought this Kraken could fit in this slot without just losing me too many stats. I guess we try it. Like, I don't know what else I'm going to do here. Characters have treasure hoard. That does not a lot either. This does not a lot, but probably more than Gloves of Thieving because I don't think I'm surviving here. This is +3/+3 to my entire board. This is +5/+5 to this slot. This is better. But yeah, I don't think I survived this. And whatever evil twin Target is facing, he probably demolishes. And I think whatever happens between you and me, Nwashat, I think Target's got this. Yeah, this feels like Target's lobby to me. Oh, you've got Titania and the Widow's Web? That's so good. Yeah, I'm out. I'm out. GG! GG, you got me. That's definitely what that looks like. Ah, nice. Well played. Well played, everybody. Alright, well, the player count is low enough that I'm probably better off waiting for Nwashat and Target to finish before trying to launch another lobby. So maybe I'll take an async in between now and then we'll launch another lobby after that. Good luck. Let's see, we've already played a Wizard Headmaster. Maybe I try Dorothy? Yeah, I haven't played a lot of Loki. Maybe on stream is the perfect place to try getting used to Loki. Whenever you cast a spell on a character, cast it on 2 random characters instead. Is that good? Unclear. Under what conditions is that good? Also unclear. I guess it's anything that cares about number of spells cast. So like Morgan double buffs, Calypso double buffs. Nightshade, I guess, is here. What's up, Hyphen? Is there anybody else that does like buffs on spellcasts? There's the uncommon that I haven't unlocked on this character. Oh no, Morticia. No, not Morticia. Yeah, there's a different uncommon that I haven't unlocked on this character yet. I am on the secret streamer client. I don't know when they are planning on having a PC version available, but I believe it is in the works still. Yeah, I don't have a lot of unlocks for this champ, so for this captain. So my options are a little limited. But anything that scales with the number of spells I cast is good here. Let's give it a shot. Aladdin seems good. None of this seems good. Take the spider on account of its stats. I like stats. You went to dinner, but you're back now? Nice. Yeah, I fired up an async because I was waiting for Nwashat and Target to finish. But once this async is done, we'll attempt to launch another multiplayer lobby. You Plunder Penny. Is Plunder Penny real? Maybe just take the treasure and run? I don't know the Plunder Penny is real. I certainly don't have any way to improve her stats so that she can actually get a kill, is the thing. Breadcrumbs? Wand of Anger? Oh man, that's actually difficult. Like, both of these are extremely beneficial because Breadcrumbs is just a free spell. And if I'm getting extra free spells, the Wand of Anger is good. Take the wand. And a Mysterious Egg. And hope that's good. I don't know if it'll be good. But I'm willing to try it. Daughter? I just want to be casting spells at this point, right? So none of this is any good. None of this matters. None of this is any good, and none of this matters. Oh, this is terrible news. That's a giant bot. Wow. Wow. Yeah, okay. You can just have your +3/+3 on your giant bot, and I will definitely lose to that. That's fine. It's acceptable. I definitely want Morgan in here. Silver? Presence of Gaia isn't bad here. You're done? Fair enough. You got a spoonful? Alright, I'll take the spoonful. Cool. It's actually like a lot of buffs to my board. My board got way bigger. Cool. My board got big enough to trade. Yeah, take the silver. Silvery moon things at random? I don't like that. I guess. Sure. Cast 2 silvery moons. We'll see what it hits. It did hit Morgan. Okay, cool. And then it hit the Mysterious Egg. Double sugar? None of these really matter to me here. So yeah, sure, double sugar. We gotta start looking out for ways to accomplish the Daughter of Athena's quest. I'm not there yet. Now this egg becomes something real. Yo, nesting dolls? That's pretty sick. I like having Link here, I think. I don't know if it's going to do anything, but I like the idea of it. And let's just resolve your quest. It didn't get the bubble wand, which is what I wanted here. Lucky chest? Sure. It's a big nesting dolls. I really hope we find a mop. Or something to play well with the nesting dolls. This doesn't really do anything. None of this really does anything. So sure, fire off the spell, I guess. This is that, yeah, better than taking any of these units. Yo, Link got bigger. Nice. That is a very early Captain Hook. Problematic. Oh no, I'm gonna lose because Hook stole my doll. You jerk. Double Athena? Sure. This board is not particularly impressive. Let's double Athena. Stinky might have been a good pick. We definitely take the pumpkin spice here. Want my heart back. Mirror Mage in? Maybe Mirror Mage in. I've still not slain with Link, so Fireflies isn't really doing anything. Yeah, I think Link was aspirational at best. This is a lot of toys. None of these are mops, but this is a gold nesting dolls. If you have 5 mirror mages, do you infinite loop? I don't think so. Also, you cannot have more than one of a given unit. Or rather, you are not supposed to ever have more than one of a given unit. So I think it is an academic question at best. Find me a single target spell, please. I have found a single target spell. I don't think Through the Looking Glass is the spell I want, because that's a little too chaotic for this board. I really like this nesting dolls exactly where they are. So I guess we will pick several pecks of peppers, and hopefully 1 or 2 of them will hit the mage. 1 hit the mage. Huzzah. Several hit the mage. Wow, extra huzzah. All right. Yeah, this is what the Link board is supposed to look like with all of the fairies. That's pretty good. Is it time for Looking Glass? I think it's still not time for Looking Glass. I will take Conan here, though. I'll try and Mixo Macho. That seems fine. Didn't hit the Mirror Mage. I don't even know what I hit. I guess it was Morgan and Conan. It's not bad. This is turning out to be fairly real. Okay, this is actually like a difficult... Eureka gives me an extra shop. This just gives me the immediate treasure. Well, Eureka probably gives me an extra shop. This has got to be worth, right? Who did it hit? Nesting Dolls and? Also Nesting Dolls. Damn it! And Conan. Oh, and Mirror Mage. We did it. It happened. So I got the extra shop, which is exactly what I was looking for. How many villains do I have out here? We got 2 villains for the Poison Apple. That's not terrible, actually. I don't have animals for the Crook, and I don't really have toys for the... I kind of have toys. All right, let's take the toy box and start doing nesting doll things. Midnight? Oberon? Oberon seems like a good take over this Angel of Mercy, who's not doing a whole lot. And I think we don't really need this Mirror Mage anymore. Like, the quest was resolved, but I don't know what to replace it with. I don't have anything good to replace it with yet. Slot buff? Land? Oh, sweet. I hit the Mirror Mage once, so that's some extra procs on Morgan and the Wand of Anger. Do love slot buffs. But do you also have the... Oh my god, it's Animal... Wait. You have the Poison Apple, but what did I kill that triggered it? I don't even know. Alright, whatever. Double my villains? I do have at least 1 villains. I have 2 villains. Yo, get in there. You're not a villains. Yeah, none of you matter. Let's Mixo Macho and hope that's good. 1 on Morgan. 1 on the Nesting Dolls. Okay. Merlin! Merlin, get in there. Merlin is what I wanted here. Unfortunately, I have to replace something big in order to take Merlin. which is a shame. But that's okay. Those are things that I wanted to replace at some point anyway. How's this working out? Pretty well, actually. These are not the Merlin adjacent things I wanted to accomplish. Nightshade does make my spells bigger, though. Alright. This still doesn't help with the nesting dolls thing that I'm doing here. So I guess we'll just fire off Merlin here. Each single target spell is 2 procs for Merlin, which is pretty great. Can you please attack? Thank you. Thank you for attacking, not Punxsutawney Phil. Alright, give me a treasure. I'll take treasure here. Black Pearl does nothing. Bo Peep's Crook does nothing. I guess I'm taking the Boots of Magic Find. That's how it works. All right. Yeah, I'll take whatever. Take the one thing that does anything. Mop? It's not a mop. It's Titania. Sorry, Titania. You're not good here. Wow, front row mop this guy. That's a bold choice. Morgan is huge. I love this. I love this. This is working out pretty well. Eureka! Yeah, double Eureka here. We have enough mages that this will probably hit. Yes! 1. Is the other one going to land also? No. Okay, so just 1 extra shot. That's alright. That is enough extra shot for my purposes. Long Johns. Give me some silvers, I guess. Okay, I will take a treasure. Oh my god, I think this means I get 10 casts with Wonderbox. If I survive this, we're gonna go off here. I'm pretty sure I survived this, although I'm not sure that it's gonna be good for me. Like, there will be another fight after this one. But I don't... Oh no! That's a big mop. That's a huge problem. Okay, maybe this is good enough, maybe it's not. This is bonkers, though. Yeah, alright. Let's see how many casts this is. 1. 2. 3. 4. I think it's going to be 10 casts of this. 5. 6. 7. Only 7? Huh. That's not how I expected that to work. I expected it to go from 1 to all 5, and then each of those 5 being replaced with 2 randoms. How do you get to 7 out of that? Directly on a character, as far as I can tell, just means single targeted. But even then, that doesn't reach 7, Devinok. That's 6, right? If it turns Loki into 2 random spells, and okay, you can't get that technical with the wording, Devinok. The wording isn't real. Wording doesn't mean anything. wording tells you what a card does, not exactly what a card does. What it does exactly is based on the back end. But even in that case, if Loki's copy isn't cast for the purposes of Wonder Docs, that should still be 6. Merlin does not add additional spell casts. I have no idea how it gets to 7 in this situation. I'm going to post about it in the Discord, because I have no idea what's going on here. Treasure or Presence of Gaia. Okay, that's 2 things I'm posting about in the Discord. Once we get there. Alright, a treasure or plus 35 to my team? Probably plus 35 to my team? One. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. So yeah, it's 7. That's so weird. Damn it. Alright. At least this time, it didn't summon a second Sorcerer's Moth out of... Oh, it lived. Okay, it's over. Wild. Wild. Alright, that was a lot of fun. That was very cool. Didn't quite get there, but it felt really close. That was neat. Maverick and Ice Wing. That doesn't matter for Loki. Alright. I am actually going to call it here, since I've got places that I want to be tonight, and I want to go get food first. So I think I am going to call it here, and call that a stream well spent.